It's been a time. It's been a time of mere minutes, days. No, it's been a hot second. Hello there. I hope we're all well and swell and healthy. Golly gosh, where do I begin? It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I had work, I thought. Okay, let me start over. Real quick. Super quick, let's just chat out and get all of it out of the way because I gotta get my talking juice out before I start because then I won't do anything. So real quick, last week we took a break because I wasn't able to stream because I had a staff meeting, I think. Yes, I say I think because there was a scheduled staff meeting and then it got canceled out of the blue. So technically I could have streamed, but I didn't have anything planned. I don't like streaming without a plan because then it just makes it very, very boring and I don't do anything for like the whole time and I just yak about nothing and I don't want to do that to you guys when there's, you know, there's art to be done. I'm a workaholic, what can I say? Happy Sunday, everybody, by the way. Welcome to the end of the week. You made it. We're almost out of a Sunday, so relish it while you can. Why are you here? I don't know why you're spending your Sunday watching this, or if you are, then doing better things with your Sunday, I hope. Or whatever day you're watching this, whatever time of day or evening or date you are watching this. Thank you, and welcome. So really quickly, let's just get brass tacks business out of the way. Guys, we're almost done! I'm almost done with the rebrand! I don't know if anybody else cares about that. I don't care if you don't care. I care a lot. I care so much. Guys, I don't think I can stress this enough. I don't want to belittle this, but I need to let you know this has been something that I've wanted to do for almost 7+ years, kind of since the entire hiatus started. I've wanted this to happen so badly, to the point where I've had dreams about it. I've had visions. I've been trying to manifest this vision into something forever, but either time or school or limited passion, inspiration got away from me. Whatever the excuse I had at the time, I just couldn't make it happen. So I need to let you guys know this is more than just an aesthetic change. This was a personal change. a change from the inside that I've been feeling for a while but didn't know how to express and execute. So, this is a change for me, a slight change for you guys, but not so much yet. It's probably not going to really happen until next year. But as far as like content-wise, nothing is going to change for CK, as in there's been nothing here for a while. But I hope to change that again soon. But a whole new birth of things that I just didn't even realize were kind of already brewing and bubbling from a long time ago. That I've been just kind of thinking about, and it's just been bouncing around. Also, you can probably kind of tell, I got real sick a couple of weeks ago. I'm just now getting better. I'm finally starting to have a voice again. I could not talk for like 2 weeks. It's still not quite back yet. I think I got pneumonia? I don't know. It was bad. But I'm fine now. It's just taken forever to get out of my system. So I have like 90% of a voice. Then I get to the higher pitch and it's gone. It's still not there. So anyway, I'm going to talk as quick as I can because I teach 5 days a week and I need to be a teacher. So I have to have a voice. So I'm going to probably shut up in a bit. But there's been so much, as we're not even close to like the end of this year yet, but can I just say there has been, I don't know why I'm feeling very reflective today. I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys last week, so it's all coming out. I'm a gushing waterfall of just feelings right now. I'm sorry. This has been quite the year. It's been such a year of change. I probably should save this for a full-on like end of year recap video or something, but it's been a very, very productive year. Not at all on screen. None of it for you. You haven't seen really any of it here on YouTube, but internal work. A lot of internal work, and then actual external work has come from that internal work. If I could admit, I genuinely did not have, I don't know. I don't know where this sentence is going. There's so many things I could say that I'm gonna try to summarize real quick. I've been on this weird deep dive journey of Ikigai since maybe halfway through this year. But that entirely started in like January to March. Oh, my son's. Anyway, all of this really started at the beginning of the year with the conundrum of I need a car and I'm not making enough money to pay for said car. I'm just now getting money to do that. Finally. I finally have a job that's actually paying me something. I've been volunteering for half of this month, but finally it's actually coming to fruition. So excited. There's a lot of stuff that I could talk about that's not related at all to art or what we're gonna do today. But the point is, I've been on this long journey for about 7 years, but actualizing all of the things that I've been mentioning and saying happened just this year. And it all kind of happened because I needed a car. I don't know how else to. That's what the initiation was. But actually making me get off my ass and do something about it. Oh, also Ghost Trick is playing. Hold on, this might be copyright. Hold on. I'm gonna stop playing things for just a second. There will be music in a minute. I'm also gambling with, let me know if we want audio or we don't, because I'm planning to recycle these videos basically as content for YouTube eventually. And I don't know how much I want to have background music playing if I'm talking over it, because I then have to just play other music on top of it, and that's probably going to be really distracting. So maybe just the intro will have music, and then we'll just be in silence for a bit. It's probably real awkward. I'll play some stuff when I'm working, but as far as talk time, I'll just be quiet. These are possible future clips and things. I don't know, shorts, who knows. I gotta figure out how to edit all that stuff anyway. Anyway, so I just need you guys to know. I need you guys to know. I've never once ever had any intention of abandoning this channel. Maybe this is not as big of a deal for you guys as it is for me, but this started as a fun little thing that I did on the side as a 14-year-old, and it kind of blossomed from hobby to passion, and now I would love to make it a full-time job. I genuinely would love to do more than just sit here and yak about things that don't exist yet. I would love to make these things real and exist. and things that I want to accomplish, I need to actually do. So now we're finally getting to the doing of the thinking, and all of that process started at the beginning of this year because I was at a job and I wasn't making enough, and I've had a journey. It's been a year. It's been a year. I'm sorry I'm yelling at you. There's been so much happening. Here comes my son, who's also equally as yelly as me right now. We're one and the same. Anyway, I'm gonna put some tea in my mouth and take a breather from all the yelling I've just done. This actually segues me over to what I was going to mention eventually. I am coming up on the 10-year anniversary of this channel very soon, as of next year. And granted, about 4 or 5 of those years there hasn't really been anything, so it feels like a cheat. I'm not really celebrating anything for the 4 or 5 years after. But the first 6 years, I genuinely feel like I put my heart and soul into this channel, and I was trying to make it work and thrive as much as I possibly could before school took over my life and I couldn't breathe for a second. Depression happened. But we're out of it. I came back to the surface. For now. You can't erase depression completely just that easily, but it was anyway. I'm on a weird emotion train. Segue number 2. This is unrelated, but I also saw Inside Out 2. It's very good. Like we knew it was going to be. And it really hit hard. It hit home so hard. I didn't cry. Not really. I'm proud of myself for that, because the first one made me sob like a babe. But we're watching baby Riley grow up, and she's becoming a teenager. I don't like to remember those years. Middle school and high school was hell. Trauma. Anyway, segue aside, I digress. I was going to say that we are coming up on the 10-year anniversary of this channel, and regardless of what I was actually able to post for the last 4 or 5 years, the 6 years previous to that, I want to celebrate. So I don't have guaranteed plans for art. That is, something else is cooking in the background, which is what all of these streams have basically been about, which is me cooking something else entirely in the background. So many things that I want to say, and I keep telling and not showing, but there's evidence. I'm showing as much as I can here because it's not in video form, but at some point it will be real. I'm gonna stop being a freaking liar very soon, hopefully. No, not hopefully, guaranteed, absolutely. Son! He's back. Is he coming up? There he is. Clockwork. So anyway, to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, which is coming up as of next year, besides the fact that there's a whole boatload of stuff that I'm cooking right now that you will see part of today, in tandem with that, I would love to do a little, I don't know, YouTube Discord watch party of all of my old speed paints. I genuinely really want to do that. I have no idea how, because I put a lot of copyright music on my old videos, and granted, I'm a very musical person. Music kind of impacts my whole life, and if I can't play the music that makes me joy and happy and makes me inspired, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not trying to really monetize anything on this channel, but just to make sure everyone can view it and be fair and everyone can see it. I don't know. But I love going back and watching my old speed paints. It's truly a joy of mine to go and watch all of my horrendously bad art from back then. But I don't criticize any of it. I always love to go back and watch, because regardless of how young and naive and how bad or childish the art looks, and it looks like some of it was drawn by a 4-year-old, I love looking at all of those videos in order, chronologically, because I get to see the journey that I took. I remember every single moment that I put into each picture. I remember all of those memories are like in a time capsule bubble within each video. I put so much effort into each one when I was making them, and they gradually got better, as well as my art skills. And it's crazy to see like the exponential jumps that you can kind of see if you watch them in order. So it's going to be a fun journey. I haven't done it in a long time. I did recently peek at some of them when I was sitting at a DMV for a bit and I was bored. That was a fun day doing doodles from back then. But I want to not watch them as much as I can so I can be fresh for this watch, and I want to basically record a reaction to them and give you some backstory, a little bit of play-by-play of what each speed paint really meant to me. And I don't know, this is more of a personal thing. I don't know if anybody else would care about that, but it would be a behind-the-scenes kind of day where I give some commentary to some of the videos, as well as there is a greater, bigger picture being built up here. This is not just a rewinding of me as a old artist watching my old art and going, wow, how far I've fallen. It's hopefully going to climax into something that I am cooking right now. So whenever that video eventually comes out, I would love to be able to stream that and we can watch those videos together. So until I figure out how to do that, if anybody wants to help me get ideas, I have a Discord that I don't touch often, and I need to, but also I don't have any content to put on there right now. That's what I'm doing right now. So as I've said before, a lot of these thoughts and inceptions have become real, but there's really no evidence of it yet. It's evident on my computer, which I'm looking at right now, as well as the streams. If you go and watch the past few streams for the last 2 months, there's a lot of content that is coming. You can see it, but it's not real yet. So anyway, I promise we'll actually start in a minute. I just need to talk. It's been a week. I missed you guys. So last but not least, if I happen to do a 10-year anniversary streaming video, we could have a little party together, and I'll figure out how we can somehow stream it with audio, because I don't want to do that on YouTube. It would just basically be muted, and I'm going, wow, oh, and I'm humming to music you cannot hear. So perhaps we'll do it on Discord, and I'll just record it, and then later I'll upload it as a separate video. So yeah, that's a whole nother thing, cooking in the background. But today, we are like at the end of this rebrand. The journey is almost complete. The hardest part of it was designing a logo, then we animated the logo, and now we're giving the logo all of its bread and butter. Basically, the logo was the central crux of my entire journey this year, of figuring out what the hell I'm doing with my life. Where am I? Where am I going? And how can I visualize that to the next era of Kiana Peppers, aka Crystal K. So now that I have a logo that I feel good with and it feels like home, I'm going to now give it clothing. It's naked right now, and it needs things to be it needs to be a part of something. So real quick, basically in graphic design, you have the logo, which is the centerpiece of most brands, and you have the visual language that the logo lives inside of. So if you think about, say, like Coca-Cola, it's not just the Coca-Cola logo by itself, it's the whole, the red and white colors. Target, that's a better example. When you think of Target, you think of Target logos, yes, but you also think of the dog, the mascot. That's like Target's whole MO. What's another example? You know what I mean? It's not just the logo itself, it's the language that conveys the brand itself. So branding, again, is a whole nother separate territory. It's not the visuals at all. It's not the logo. It's none of that. It's what the message that the audience perceives of what the company's trying to tell you. Basically, whatever the audience thinks is the brand. But whatever the company wants to try to get you to perceive is what we're trying to do as graphic designers to help you understand what we're all about. You ultimately make up your mind about what we are, and if you're like, this is my opinion, it's not at all what you're trying to tell me. You guys suck, you're tardy, you're not on time all the time, you're always making incompetent things. I hate this company, but you say you're great, so the visual language says we're great, but you've delivered poorly, and therefore my perception of you is not at all what you're conveying. There's a whole bunch of stuff I could talk about as a graphic designer, but we won't go there today. Point is, I'm working on the visual language part, which is, where does the logo live? Here is where I live, and I would love to take you on this journey with me, and then you ultimately will make up your mind about whether I'm worth your time or not. Probably not, because I've wasted most of it. 7 years, who knows? I might waste more of your time. But I'm hoping not to. I want to correct that. I don't want to. I'm finally out of college. I finally have a direction that I'm going. I can see my life so clearly. Musician by Porter Robinson. I know where I'm going in my life now, guys. I'm so confident. It's just a matter of manifesting it and making it real. So anyway, rant aside, thank you for sitting through all of that if you were watching any of this. we're going to animate the intro logo today. Not the logo, just the intro. Because if you know any of my work, Crystal K is hella fancy for no reason at all. Almost all of my speed paints have like a really crazy logo animation, and then you have the actual logo, the intro to the video. I'm nuts. It's what I get for liking a lot of things. I'm a passionate graphic designer and happen to love motion design along the way. And all in all, wrapped up in a neat little bow of an experience doing speed paints. So the opening cinematic, when you open my speed paints, there's a little video that plays before that. Basically, the intro to the video is what we're making today. Excuse me. And that should be, I believe, the last big piece of the puzzle. And then I can confidently say, let's just start. Because all this preamble is just this year. I'm giving myself to the end of this year to get everything I need done. And I can just cook all of the, once the pieces are put together, once the pieces are done, once I have all the pieces for the ingredients of this pie, I can just start cooking, okay? So anyway, rant aside, thanks for listening. Let's animate a logo. Not a logo, a opening. So actually, I already started doing most of this off screen, though I promise you I have recorded most of it. And if anybody cares to watch that journey, there will be another video as well to show you the entire journey. Wow, this is really bright. But yeah, that's gonna be possibly an intro for a new channel that I'm working on. It's not, you know, anything fancy, it's just something quick. But 2 intros. This is one, very simple, very quick. The other one, which is what we're gonna do today, is a little more involved, and that's gonna be basically my opening brand logo intro for everything Crystal K. And I'm trying to think like micro to macro. I'm going really big on purpose because I don't want to come back to this. I want to just rebrand and leave it alone and then come back as, you know, like if I don't know, say Crystal K, hypothetically speaking, blows up and all of a sudden I'm trying to start a business. I want to have all the elements done and ready to go. It'll probably change again because I'll be working with people that have better opinions and thoughts about things, and I'll have worked with a team and all these things. I don't know. But point is, I just want this out of the way so I can just coast as much as possible. There is a lot of stuff up front that usually, you know, YouTubers have to do. They need to make their banner. They need to make their, you know, channel trailer. There's a lot of stuff that I need to do up front, and then I can just pop them out. So that's the game plan with all of this stuff. It seems like a lot on purpose, and it is. It really doesn't need to be this fancy. I'm just extra because it's what I do. But I'm trying to give myself a time limit so I can finally just launch and just stop talking and stop telling and start showing. So one of my biggest flaws in life is I just love to do so many things and then never actually have time to execute because I'm constantly one-upping everything that I could possibly do. Here's something I should do, and then here's all the reasons why I can't do it because I need to be bigger than this. It needs to be big. It needs to be great. No, it just has to exist. God, I was having this whole entire conversation earlier with my brother. I said I wouldn't talk a lot, but I can't shut up. I literally was talking about how I'm so sad that we've entered this weird era where movies don't really need to be great anymore. They just need to exist because they're businesses. I loved Inside Out 2, but at the same time, it might make more money at the box office than, say, like, you know, another Star Wars spin-off. But that probably will also net some money because there's a hardcore Star Wars fan base, even if it has devolved so far from what the original creator intended. And therefore, I just miss quality. I miss when people put effort into things. The Kung Fu Panda trilogy was perfect. Why did we need a 4th one? Why did we need a Toy Story 4? It's good. I'm not harping on Toy Story 4 being bad. It's fine. It's a good movie. It's passable. No, it's good. But it was perfect the way it ended. We had an entire journey with Woody and the toys with Andy. He grew up, and then the perfect way to end that trilogy is he gives his toys away, and then the new child takes over. But we don't need to see the whole new child's life. I really don't care about the brat that's taking over now. She's great, but I'm like, it's not gonna be her name on Andy's shoe. I mean, Woody's shoe. It's Andy. I don't know where this is going, but I hate that we're at this point of life where now we can just settle for mediocrity, because that's all that money was gonna, that's all that's worth it. Mediocrity and capitalism, politics. Anyway, I'm gonna scream about things later. Let's do things. So music. I'm going to possibly play some chill, not very interesting, monotonous background music, and then I might listen to things on my end and hum to things that you can't hear. Because I'm still figuring out the rules of what YouTube will allow me to listen to, because I like a lot of music, but so much of that music you cannot hear because copyright. I know it's not a big deal to get a copyright strike. It's not fair to those that in certain countries you just can't listen to some of the stuff that I make because I have a copyright strike on it. It's not like monetization is my biggest goal right now. More so, I just want to make sure everybody can fairly listen to what I'm creating. So anyway, let's do some stream safe music, and then maybe we'll switch it up to something else later. Who knows? All right. All right. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. There we go. That should be good. How's that audio-wise? Should not be interfering too much. Nice chill vibes. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to... Whoa! Sorry. Listen to things. But what shall I listen to? Oh yeah! I probably should mention this real quick. Guys, I'm really weird about shameless plugs. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is a super high intensive, I'm going all in trying to make this really ultra fancy YouTube channel that really has no reason for it. However, I just launched a new YouTube channel mirrored like weeks ago, that just happens to have me working out with my cats. So if you're interested in that, go check me out at Crystal Dance. So I don't know how to shameless plug, but hang on, now I'm gonna go find it because I just name dropped it and I can't just name drop things without giving you something. There we go. Here's a linkaroo. Bada bing, bada boom. So I just happened to come work out with me and my cats. Every Wednesday at 3 p.m. PST. Okay, yeah. I'm really bad at shameless plugs. There's probably more effort that I could give, but I don't care. I've been doing little workout streams on my Instagram, my dance Instagram. Yes, I do dance. I'm an artist and a dancer. Oh, dancer by day, artist by night. I do workouts every Wednesday, and occasionally cats show up. Most of the time they're just loafing in the background, but sometimes they join me. However, I will say I think I'm planning to switch them to Fridays, because it just works better for my current schedule. I'm working now on Wednesdays, and I hate rushing and kicking people off the stream. So I'm going to probably switch it to Fridays. But at the moment, you can go see all of the VODs. There's only 2 of them right now. But on my Instagram, there's like a whole bunch because I've been doing it since the beginning of this year. So if you care at all about kitties, Pepper and Mochi are loafing around and sometimes playing with me while I work out. And I answer questions and hopefully fix everybody's achy hunchback, because we can't be hunchbacks if we're all sitting at the computer. We all have to get up and stretch. Another long-term goal, I'm trying to buy a standing desk. Black Friday, let's go. Segues aside, I work out now. So it's just funny, the juxtaposition of I've poured so much effort into this channel that I'm working on right now, and then therefore on the other half of things, 0 effort into the workouts, because I don't plan to post content there. It's more so I just needed a place to work out, and YouTube is way easier to set up than Instagram, and it just happened to work out that way. Maybe at some point I'll maybe find a person to, if I can possibly outsource my editing. I can have somebody finally make content for that channel, but I'm pouring all of my effort into this because I want this to get off the ground, and it's going to be a lot more work to get moving than just me working out with cats. So anyway, there's more I could say about that, but otherwise we'll never get started. So go check it out if you want to. All right. I might also really quickly go heat up my tea because I've done a bunch of talking, so I'll be right back. 10 seconds, chat. Okay, more like 30 seconds. Hi, bud. I'm back. Okay. Alright. I was gonna listen to things. Oh yeah, I also haven't done my Duolingo as well as my ASL yet. I like to. Oh, Mochi, I'm sorry. I kicked her in the face. That's what you get for sitting right under Mom's feet. I'm sorry, Mom. Oh, she's still a love bug. Oh, hi, honey. Thank you. Do you forgive me? Did I leave my glasses? Dag nabbit. Thank you. Alright. Thank you, Mommy. In your very red jacket with your red nails. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna do some Duolingo super fast. It takes like 10 seconds. Do you want to do it with me? Can I screen cap my phone? Forget if this is a big deal or not. Maybe Duolingo may not like it, but let's find out. Oh, wait. Wait. I am screen recording phone, yay. Let's do some Duolingo real quick. I'm doing Espanol, but I also have math. Let's do math, because I don't want to talk on screen. I don't know. We're doing math. Because I love learning. Oh no. 16 minus 3 plus 6 is... I'm gonna guess 21. Sick. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. 22. Cool. Oh lord, I wasn't paying attention. 15, 21. Oh no. Wait. This is 21 minus 6. Oh god! Oh no! Well, good thing you can't see what's on screen anymore. It disappears after a minute. I'm sorry.
minus 6 is 15. So this is 15. Oh, 8. 21 minus 4 is 17. Whew. Oh, I don't like this one. They got harder. 10, 14. Oh, no. 12. Yeah. Ooh. No multiple choice, dang it. +12 + 4 is 16. Oh. Yay. They really poured a lot of effort into Duolingo, I'm noticing. You notice that? Okay, what equals 14? It's not this. Oh, yes, it is. Right? No. I'm missing one. Oh, there's multiple. Oh, no. Oops. 19 minus 2 is 17. Oh, I hate these. Oh, who's licking my feet? I Mooch. 23, 19. 20. This is keeping the brain juicy. Has to be this. There we go. It disappears. I'm sorry, chat. Don't know how to make it stay. 15 plus 6, 21. Anybody else? 20 plus 3. Uh-huh. No, this one? Yeah. Ooh! Let me go. 17 minus 6, 11. Yes. Mochi, do you like my tea pants? I spilled some tea on my foot and she's looking at. Do you like it? 21 minus 7, 3. 21 minus 3 is 18. Ooh, I don't like these. These hurt my brainium. Oh no. Oh, that's Instagram. Sorry. Nope, 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 nope. There it is. 23, 19. Nope. Oh god. 15 minus 7. Nope. 18 minus 5. Nope. Wait. Yes. 15. 18 minus 5. Yes. 20 minus. Nope. 16 minus 3. Woof! I liked the math because it was quick and easy. This is not. Keeping the brain juicy. 23 minus 6. 8. 23 minus 6 is 17. Woo! 23 minus 3. 20. Oh! 20 minus 5. 15. 15. No, 19 minus 5 is 14. 14. I got this one wrong because I didn't realize there's multiple of the same one. Stop looking at things. That's not what I was looking at. I don't know what that is. 19 minus 5. Yes. And then, this one. He said, is one more? It's just 2. So it's just that. Yeah. No! Ah! Got this wrong again? Stop it. It's 14. 14. 14. Let's see. 13 minus no. 19 plus 4, 20. No. 14. Oh my god. I didn't like that. Oh, that was hard. Ew. Okay, I did it. Technically, I need to do Spanish too, but we'll do that another time. Alright. And I also need to do... we'll come back. Alright. Chat, do you want to do Spanish with me? Nobody responded, so I'm going to do Spanish. Oh, no. No, this is gonna take too long. We'll come back. Okay. Real quick though, I do want to do some ASL. I love doing ASL with you, chat. Do you want to do ASL with me? I'm learning ASL. We're at the seasons. Okay. That is summer. It also looks like black. This is black. Do you know that? My forehead is. Anyway. It's spring. Yeah. It's spring. This is winter. This is also winter. Yay. What? Oh, yeah, this is fall. And then it goes away. Don't know why. Stop it. Stop it. Yay. It's winter. Right. Oh, what? Ooh. Okay, that is winter and rain. Winter. Kids. Love. Why? Because it's heavy rain. I'm gonna guess this. No. See, I don't like that. That's confusing. This is rain. And so he went like this, as in like heavy rain. But this is snow. Snow. I'm mad. No! I don't like you. That's sun. So this has to be snow. Yeah, see? This is snow. Snow. Show it again, my big man. Snow. I'm mad. Rain. Yes. See? I'm mad. Sun. What's this bottom one? Well, that's snow. Yeah, he even says it with his mouth. It's snow. And this is sun. 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 Yep. It's windy. It's windy. I already learned these, so that's why I'm breezing through this. This is review. Sun. And the sun is in the sky. Yay. Oh, last one. Oh, I haven't learned cold yet. I'm assuming it's... Wait a minute. Huh? I'm assuming this is cold? Oh yeah, that's winter. Winter with a W. Winter. Or circle winter. This is cold. Okay. Finish! Finish! Mario Party Jamboree voice. I got that one right. Okay, review time. Summer. I'm gonna switch to this screen. It's summer, spring, winter, fall, sun, snow, or otherwise heavy snow, rain, windy, and cold. Let's see. Winter children, they love. Why? Much snow. Still mad. Alright. Yay! I saved my streak. I didn't do it once and I was very sad. I was sick. I lost my 70-day streak. Sad face. Alright. Back to the grind. We're supposed to be making an intro. Let's actually do that. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna listen to other things. I'm sorry, I keep lying. I'm gonna hopefully not lie much longer. What did we do last time? Hey chat, we listened to Matt Mercer play Critical Role. If no one tells me otherwise, I'm going to do that again, because it's really great. I love Critical Role, and I'm just starting to catch up. No. I happen to be on the front cover of YouTube right now, but that's for my page. Cool. That thumbnail looks really good. Proud of it. Just basking in myself for a sec. Critical Role. Ah, excuse me. what's his name? Vax got a kiss. Very cute. Oh, that's a cute thumbnail. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's change up what we're listening to. And apologies if I talk a lot less because you'll have voice actors. Cursing is imminent. You're welcome for the warning. Okay.
A piece of white stone that's underneath the main set of barrels in the front. And there is the carved signature of Ripley across the bottom does give off a faint magical aura.
Oh,
She's been fucking tracking us?
What are you looking at there, Keela?
Oh, no.
I think Percy was right. I think she has been spying on us.
Well,
Oh
Scanlan.
my god.
I hate magic so much.
Throw it in the acid.
Better give me the gun.
Wait.
Let's
Wait,
not-
I can use this if it's
Can you reverse look up on the telephone line?
Yeah, I can scry through it.
Does it help? You can scry because she.
And she was very attached to it, which means it should
Yes.
work pretty well.
In theory, you could scry on anybody that you've met as well, just as long as you know about them. And have like.
Does
I've
having
also
an
met her, so
have.
that helps.
Does an object
But with,
having an
with the
object
object,
help?
I would give that like a bonus to the actual roll.
Wait, I agree with what Vax is going to say. We should move.
Yeah, if anyone wants to roll this place, do it. Let's get out of here.
I'm going to take a quick look around, just quickly. Investigation, or it doesn't matter. That was a terrible roll.
What are you looking for?
Clues, objects. I'm basically doing the standard police tumble. I'm just tossing the place.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
A 9. You angrily begin throwing things around the room in a fit, but you're so focused in your search, it's less about the actual search and more about the frustration that this bypassed your attention for so long. And you guys watch as Percy just begins to like throw the bed to the side and like go through and start shoving stuff off of counters, and he's not really looking for anything. He's just trying to just deal with his pent-up frustration.
Percy,
Okay.
we should go. This isn't helping anything.
Yes.
We'll find
Better
it.
to do that in here than outside. Secret passage?
Yeah, it's this way.
Secret passage.
I think I checked for traps last...
Because you already went up to the top.
Yeah, I went all the way to the top and peeked around.
Yeah, there were no traps, and you managed to make it through at least below the small.
I had a look around. Does it look pretty... is it public or off to the side?
It's like it's a small alley that leads into an open public space. So you know, as long as you listen out for anybody in the vicinity, you can.
I'm going to scurry up and just open up and get
Okay,
out there.
go make a perception check.
Yeah.
Should we set the building on fire?
20. 22.
22. Okay, you go up. There's like these small kind of handholds as you go up to the top, and there's a little bit of a grate that's pushed there. You kind of push it open, and kind of boom, the metal circle just pops on the side. You find that there's actually a piece of thin cloth that's covering it as you push it over, and you listen up for a second. You hear the bustle on the outside of the city, but you do not notice anyone paying attention to it, and you use the right moment to go ahead and dart up, and you begin kind of taking a watch for the rest of the party.
Okay, and I'm off to the side like Marion and Raiders. This is just
Yeah.
like a side alley. Yeah.
Not a worry.
Before I leave the room, can I just check to see if it seems like Ripley was alone or if there were other people attacking?
Make a survival check.
Natural 20.
First one
What
of the
the
night.
hell?
No, second roll.
While you guys are all having this conversation, Vex is occasionally chiming in this whole time, but is also keeping a very close eye on her own mental layout of how the actual scuffle happened, looking for signs of impact. You actually follow the footprints where some have smeared in the blood and tracked it up. There are varying foot sizes in some of the tracks you could see, both pressed in the dust. And there was a layer of dust down here within certain areas because portions of the room are not often trekked. In fact, you see just from the general dust that settled, there's a track from the bed to a couple of the shelves to the table and the exit, and you get the idea that Mistress Sharu, being as trained as she was very. She had a pattern, and outside of that pattern that she walked, there was a pretty heavy layer of dust that eventually gathered in those areas of the room, and those areas had been disturbed in some ways. And you gather based on the footprints that are there, there were at least 5 or 6 people in the room when this went down.
Got that Terminator overlay.
Okay.
All right. Grog,
Yep.
can I have some of that dust of tracelessness?
Well, you're going to mix it with some spice and get high.
Definitely.
Yep, there you go.
Can I just sprinkle that around so that they can't track us in the room,
Yeah.
having been here?
And as you throw around the dust, all the tracks, everything that gave a sign of the previous invaders, vanishes slowly as the dust begins to cover the entirety of the floor, and as you guys leave the same. It looks weirdly undisturbed other than the body lying there with now no actual ability to track how it got there.
That's tampering with evidence. That's a definite felony.
Definitely. Not as bad of a felony as shoving spice up your ass, but...
I don't know what you're talking about. That was a scientific experiment. And it was fucking awesome. Are we getting out of here?
Yes,
Are we
yes.
gonna get out of here?
Yeah, gotta get out of here.
Okay, you all eventually make your way to the end of the secret tunnel. Vax leads you up at times where it's least likely to be noticed in the alleyway, and eventually you all make yourselves up into the top, close off the entrance, and then are kind of hiding off, and then carefully, nonchalantly make your way back into the main thoroughfare out here. And it isn't like a large street; it's one of the secondary side streets. Occasionally, you have a person that comes by with a large cart, or a couple of people walking, arm in arm, but no one seems to pay any attention or notice your alleyway entry, and you have successfully obscured yourself within the rest of the denizens of Ankarel.
Can you find her without her knowing?
I mean, all magic has a risk factor, depending on...
We have to look,
How aware?
otherwise we have no leads at all.
Let's
Was-
head back to the Death's Respite.
And get ready to leave, because we can't hang around
And talk
once
to
he's
her
quiet.
employer so they know
Sure.
it wasn't us.
Wait. Should we not scry from a different place than the place we're staying at?
It's the
Well,
place that she knows we are already.
True.
She knows
And-
exactly where we're standing anyway. We're holding the bloody gun.
And when we do, we should set like a little ambush in case it sets off any alarms.
Can she hear us? When you scry, can you hear?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, she could possibly
I can hear,
hear
but I don't
us
think they
right
can
now.
hear
Yeah,
me.
it's-
It's like looking through a little window.
No, yeah, so if we're talking about her right now, she can hear.
I don't know how this runic magic works on his gun.
You're not sure what the actual enchantment is,
Yeah.
and it's subtle.
This is something different than what I would be doing.
Yeah, I grab Keela's hand and pull the gun over and say, but for now, we assume that she can hear everything that we are saying.
Ripley's a piece of shit.
Safe
You're a
to
piece
assume.
of shit. You're ugly.
Percival's going to fucking murder you.
Yep.
Well, you're not that ugly. She just meant that to hurt your
Keela,
feelings.
don't soften the blow. She's a piece of shit.
But you are a piece of shit.
Nice job.
It's The Wire. Except terrible.
Omar's challenge rating 30.
Back to the tavern.
Was Ripley
Okay.
magic user? Did you ever
start
engage
walking
in
back.
magic?
Not that I really was aware. I didn't know her that well.
We know that she used some magic.
A little bit,
She
yes.
disguised her hand with some
she had
illusions.
some-
Or so her whole self.
Her whole self,
Simple
yeah.
things, nothing
As
of
herself,
anything of
disguised
complex.
her hand. She also
Disguised stuff.
short distance, seemingly teleported or managed to break away from you guys in Trinket to make her escape.
Plus, if she's anything like you, she might have paid someone to magically upgrade it for her.
She is like me.
She's also potentially listening to us right now. I mean, time is of the essence.
Let's head back to the.
Double time it.
Okay, you guys make your way back to the Death's Respite. You head back up to your rooms, and you have your relative private space to go ahead and discuss the next portion of your plan.
We leave the gun outside the room.
We have. Do we have more than one room, right?
You
Yeah, we have 3 rooms.
Can we leave the gun with Trinket in the other room?
I don't know if he's qualified to handle firearms.
It's
You won't-
precisely why I want to leave the
you
gun with
won't
Trinket
choose
in the
it.
other room.
He'll sit on it. Is there a
will let-
safety?
No, it's
empty it.
not loaded. It doesn't.
Okay.
All right.
You can always put it in the bag of holding.
I mean, Percival, be sure there's nothing in the gun, please.
It's so complex to make it work. It's fine.
Trinket shoots himself in the ass.
That would be very funny,
He
but no.
won't. He won't.
There will be
What do you want to do with it now? What's the
I
plan?
just said a whole
We're
bunch
going to
of
leave it with
shenanigans.
Trinket in the other room for the moment,
Okay.
and we're going to discuss things. And I'm leaving it under the bed
I will
with
not
Bear in the
restate all
room.
of what I just
Okay.
said
Trinket,
unless
sit
you
on the
want to,
bed.
or if you want to listen
Someone
to
come.
If
I
anybody
am
walks in the
doing
room that's
wonderful.
not one of
Thanks
us,
for being here.
well, make them very
What on earth?
very
time
scared
is it
and make
for
sure
you?
they
Shoot them with the gun.
shoot them with the gun.
Licks side of your face and then gets back in this kind of restful period with just like the front of his paws and his head leaning over the edge of the bed, and the bed itself is kind of bowing under his weight. It's like,
Don't you fall asleep.
all right, so you guys head to one of the other rooms then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just close the door behind you.
Can't give you consent.
Should I keep watch outside?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll stand watch outside.
And you do, Grog. This hallway is yours.
Don't you fall asleep, Grog.
Alone.
All right.
I think we need to tell her employer that we are not responsible, as that we were the last people to attempt to employ her. Suspicion automatically falls upon us, and we need to
Yes.
let them know immediately that it was not us.
Yes.
All right. Shall we scry
Oh
now, though?
no! Oh, you're so fine. Please don't stay awake on my account. You know I want you to go
have
to sleep on time.
to study and then sleep on it because
I
that's
can't
how my
talk into the
process
TV.
works.
But I'm so good. Thank you, darling. I hope you're well as well. I just said, again, like, a whole bunch of stuff. I've been very reflective this day. But I don't want to get into me, as in, I just want to hear how you guys have been. I am now kind of trying to stream to silence because I plan to reuse all of this footage as some kind of content down the line, and I don't know how I want to, erase music, if I want to have music over it. I'm basically trying to say if I'm going to talk, it's going to be in silence, so I'm sorry if it's really awkward. But maybe there'll be music. But thank you for checking in. I truly do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope you're good, though. As I said, it's been a very reflective day. I'm quite good, but I hope you are also good. As the title says, this is the last phase of work before we are Dunyan Rings with the rebrand. It feels so good to actually be almost done with this. I can say confidently, this is the last big real step, and then we can just coast, and it's going to be nice. Content is on the horizon. I don't want to say soon, because I haven't started making any of it yet. That's what all of this is. But yes, we're almost there. How is life indeed? I could put a little music on, just so we're not sitting in complete awkward silence. You been alright? Oh, thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. You can probably hear I've been battling a cold for like the last 2.5 weeks. I think I got mild walking pneumonia. I don't know. But I promise I'm okay, I'm fine. But you can probably hear my voice is not quite 100% yet. I basically lost my voice completely for like 2 weeks. But it's back and I can talk kind of, it's almost back. Ah, thank you. You and your compliments, yeah. But yeah, by all means, I know if it's like ridiculously late over there and you have to get up at the crack of dawn for college, I'm so sorry, don't worry about it. Maybe one day I can start it a little earlier, but for now, just enjoy watching the VODs, my dear. If you happen to have time, I appreciate it, but please don't feel like you need to catch up. It's never assigned or, required for you to check in with my life, but thank you. But yeah, I mean, I think you told me, but remind me one more time. What is your major again, darling? Did you say it was photography? Or I imagined it? Maybe I'm completely off. I don't know what you're listening to, but it'll be mild quiet in the background until further notice. I'm still figuring out how YouTube works. There's a lot of things that I'm not sure how I want to handle YouTube, because there's a lot of music I like to listen to. I'm a very musical person, but if I can't stream half of it, then I don't know what to do. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Photography! I was right. Oh snap, go me. My memory is usually god-awful. I feel good about that. Thank you. Yay! How goes it, my dear? Because I'm assuming you got project after project after project.
I do want to get into photography at some point. Like, truly I do. As a workaholic, I want to learn so many things. Maybe you can add to the Crystal Library with your own information once I get there. Would love to hear from you, darling. Okay. That feels scrumptious. Timing-wise could be a little snappier, but it'll do for now. There's sleepy kitties here somewhere in the background. There's a pepper over there, and there's a cinnamon roll mochi over there. It's been going. Okay. Oh, yay! Oh, that helps a lot. It helps to have a buddy. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's no joke. College really pushes you to its limits. The burnout is real. I hope you're doing okay, sweetie, but also remember to take breaks as much as you can. It's totally normal if you're feeling the burnout, because that's what college is meant to do. It pushes you to your limits, so when you get out, you're like, oh, this is easy, no problem. Those bottom stars do not work for me. But the fact that you were able to find a buddy and make sure you get caught up on time, that's awesome. The effort is still there, even if you feel like you're falling a bit behind. You're still there. You're still in it. Okay, you just need to be after that spot. Mochi and Pepper are doing good. They're being cats, as they do. They're catting around. Do you want to see them? Would you like some baby love? I'm always happy to cat mom. I can't stop cat momming. I don't know how else to cat mom. That's my screen. There we go. Here we go. Here's a Mochi. Oh, she's loading. Where is she? There she is. Oh. Sorry. There's an echo. I don't know why. Am I echoing? I'm not echoing. Okay. There she is. Momo! Nope, she's knocked out. She's over there snoozing hard. And then here's a boy being a cinnamon roll. It's what they do. They're snoozing down for the count because we just got some new toys and they lost their minds earlier. I'm actually a little concerned about Pepper. He was playing so hard, but he bonked his head on our little playground. I feel like, I don't know. He's a tough cookie. Oh, he's twitching. Oh, he's moving. The boy is dreaming. He's dreaming hard. No, he stopped. He bonked his head a little bit, and I feel like if cats could get concussions, I was kind of concerned for a second, but he walked it off like a champ. He's a good boy. He's good. But they be reckless abandon when toys are involved as soon as they want something. Yeah, they EP. They're EP max. But real quick, I did want to say, yeah, the burnout's kicking your ass. That sounds about right. I'm so sorry, but yeah, that's it. That's what it is. You know, weirdly enough, I was getting all really like melanthropic and emotionally in my feels earlier. He did! Yeah, he played real hard and he was yelling up a storm earlier, so you lucked out. You came right before his stormy mouth was off and running, as he does, because he's got so much nothing to say. His mouth just has so much to do. He works hard, sleeping all day and yelling all day and annoying everybody all day. And likewise Mochi, works really hard being a chicken. That feels good. This will be the opening for the new channel. Yay. Very simple. Very simple. I was gonna say, weirdly enough, I mentioned it a couple of days ago, but I might also possibly have a new YouTube channel. I mentioned before, but I think, well, you know about it because you were here before. You're always so into my life. I appreciate that. Thank you. The Kitty Workouts, they have officially moved to a YouTube channel, as well as I am trying to stream now every Friday. It's not official yet. I haven't made the change, so if you look, it still says Wednesday. But I plan to move it to Fridays because I'm now working on Wednesdays, and I just didn't have the time. I feel really bad jumping off and rushing and kicking people out, so I'd rather just do Fridays because then I can stick around all day. So that's next week. Hopefully I will make the changes by sometime before that, and then people will know. But at the end of the day, I'm like, the absolute hilariousness of this, all of this effort that I've put into making this channel for the last few months. I basically, you can start a YouTube channel doing any day. You could basically make one in 10 seconds and it doesn't need to, be all fancy. I'm going all out and making all of this effort for no reason. Mostly because I'm extra and I'm planning for the future, and the future I have in mind is very bright and very big, and I want to make as much as I possibly can so I don't have to come back and do all of this. I just, it's so funny. I put absolutely no effort into starting the other YouTube channel. There's a banner, there's no trailer, there's one video because I made it almost forever ago when I first adopted them, like 2 months after, and then there's not going to be any content for them. It's purely just a place for my workouts to go because I needed another place, and YouTube was just way easier to set up than Instagram because I've been doing it for this long. So anyway, so much time into this channel that doesn't exist yet, and no time into the other workout YouTube channel where I just don't plan to put anything. If it takes off, hey, great. But I'm just planning to work out there, and I don't know, maybe at some point, if I have the time and money to outsource the videos, I'll be able to hire somebody to do editing for that. But right now, it's just me goofing around with the babies, and sometimes they appear, sometimes they don't. But at the end of the day, I did want to check in to all of the lovelies and just check in with life. Like, where are you at, and are you happy? 'Cause I don't know, weirdly enough, my mom had a reunion recently. She went to her high school reunion, and everybody there is like 50 plus, and she's like, this is probably the last reunion I'm ever gonna be able to go to because maybe not everyone's gonna be around for the next one, so let's just do it. And she was real nervous and stressed out about it for a really long time because she's not a social person. She's like, again, not everybody may be around next time, so let's just heck and do it. Thanks. Yeah, it's planned. It's just gonna be a place for the VODs. There's no content, no video planning. I have like one more video I think that I might have uploaded, but that's it. there's babies. There's videos of when they were kittens when I first adopted them 2 months after, but that's it. Any content that's there is from Instagram that already existed. So anyway, but yeah, she got there and she was just kind of recapping how she's like, a lot of these people I knew, and maybe they were like cool then, maybe they were bullies to me then, they sucked and they totally were awful people, and now time is the great equalizer. They're all like, yeah, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you. What are you doing? Where are you living? What's going on? And she's like, I just saw so many people that had kids and they were like doing all these things, but at the end of the day, are you happy? Like, you've made so many accomplishments, you've done all these things, or you haven't made any accomplishments, you're having your midlife crisis right now, who the hell knows what's going on with you? But at the end of the day, regardless of what you do or how you live or what money you've spent to get to your point in life at this point, was it worth it? And are you happy? And a lot of people kind of just go, well, I've done all this stuff and I have all these things and I've praised my, I've got a kid who's in college now, and well, okay, that's great. But I'm not asking about what you've done. I'm just talking about right now, in present day. You
this person right here, you, big old Sonic finger, are you happy? So I know that's a very provocative question to ask at such a young age. If you're still figuring out your life in college, you don't need to answer that yet. But I just find it very interesting. Like, time does not equate joy. Time does not... Oh my god. Yo, Ghost, I gotta say, I saw Inside Out 2 finally. Because I don't watch movies. Not really. I don't watch movies at all. I if anything, I wait for them to come out to Disney Plus, and then I wait even longer because I usually just stream them illegally. Or I watch them on Disney Plus on somebody else's account because I don't have Disney Plus because I don't care. I could have a whole entire conversation about how I boycotted modern day Disney. I miss Disney. I miss Walt Disney. I don't know what they are anymore. They're a company that exists, I guess. Anyway. Inside Out 2. Banger. Oh my god, it's so good. I mean, the first one was good. It had a lot to live up to. The second one, I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I thought I was gonna. The first one had me bawling out baskets of waterfall of tears. I was just so sure that I was gonna be a friggin' insane crisis afterwards. But it was really good. But I gotta say, no, hold on, I gotta show you the mochi bear. She's flopping over. No. Oh, come on, phone, wake up. Oh no, phone fell asleep. No, I don't want to open my wallet. Stop it. Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, a big stretch. Where's the baby going? Oh, hi. Do you want to say hello? Hi. Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Mama. You want to say hello? No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. You do? Oh, snap, really? Oh, how exciting. I'm so happy and proud of you. Oh, yeah, big stretch, big stretch. Yeah, I actually, this entire year when I was, like, talking about stuff earlier, I was, like, talking about how I'm, like, this entire inception of me making all of this stuff was because I needed a job that made me more money, because I currently didn't have enough, and I bought a car, and I just finally have enough money to pay for it now. I can pay for the bill. They gave me 6 months of leeway time to find a job, and now I am digging myself out of that hole. But I did apply to a lot of cinematography jobs. I think I applied to Fox. I applied to, when I was looking for graphic design work / just artwork jobs. And then I ended up getting a job as a dance teacher anyway because it's been what I've been doing for 10 years and I have all of that on my resume. So go for it. Go the distance, Hercules. You can do it. I'm rooting for you, darling. I really am. Oh, who's sitting under my feet? Oh, the belly. The jiggle, 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 jiggle. Oh. Mochi is too cute. It's not fair. It's like unfortunate how cute you are. You're adorable. Sorry. Yes, yes, yes. Time to use it. Do you have a car, Ghost? Or are you still, I forget if you're on campus or if you're dorming or are you commuting? Is your college local? If you don't mind me asking, of course, if it's too personal for you not to share. Alright, moving on. That is not what we're doing today. This is just me finishing up what I was working on earlier. Everything's done for the most part, so now we can just go. I'm gonna animate some assets that looks really, really boring, and then hopefully it won't be boring when we put it all together. Yeah. Retail is not a good time. Power to you if you are doing that. I don't. You know what though? Weirdly enough, I've been in the teaching gig as a dance teacher or dance instructor for almost 10 years now. Yeah, about 10 years, going on 10 years. 2015 was when I started, senior year of high school. So yeah, 10 years. But I love it and I enjoy it and I realize I am decent at it. I'm good at entertaining children for exactly about an hour, and then I throw them away and give them back to their parents. Oh, I just realized I'm not, my thing isn't on, so you don't know what keys I'm typing. You should know that. Sorry. But also, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was going to say, yeah, there's definitely I think a time limit to how long you are destined to do something in the business. You are naturally able to do something, and you can live your full life. My aunt's always like, you are meant to do things in intervals of 10, increments of 10. When you exercise, you do 10 reps. When you eat, you should have 10 bites of food, and then you should stop. When you work, you should work for like 10 months before you decide if you don't like the job. But you should stop working after 10 years if you're still in the job. I mean, granted, that's not exactly the same principle that applies to everybody. If you've been doing a job for the rest of your life and you're like in the tried and true method, when you dedicate your entire life to working in the same field for 30 plus years sometimes, all the way up until retirement, then if that works for you, that's great. But you're going to start to feel the burnout real fast after about 10 years. You're probably going to want to start thinking of career changes, if not before then. Oh, really? Oh, that's a huge, long commute. Oh, my. So, wait, are you taking bus? Are you taking car? Because I used to bus to work and school, and it's no joke. You got to leave, like, early. Ooh, congrats and good luck with the car venture. I know that's gonna be nice to free some stuff up. Man, oh man. I guess I can actually show this as well. I'm over here on Photoshop doing things and no one can see anything. This is what we're planning to animate today. Not this. These are mostly just... So, all of this stuff was basically stuff that I was working on in the background to finalize the brand language of what the logo feels like and where it lives in its life. So examples with text, examples with photography, examples with the logo by itself, and then this is going to be the intro, outro screens. But that's it, and then we can finally move on with my life and make things real. Yes! What did you say? Okay. No, I don't think everybody needs a time boundary. It really just is something that she kind of said out loud, and it made me put things into perspective for a second. And I was like, ooh, she right, though. She's spitting. I mean, she is a successful business owner. She has a very successful tennis company that she sold, and now she's living it up in Palm Springs. She basically dodged all of the pandemic because she was in her minivan coasting around, driving around, and just breathing in fresh air. She had the flexibility and the financial fidelity to just move out and drive wherever she wanted. So she's like, COVID, what? COVID happened? Huh? What happened? I wasn't even around. She missed all of it. I hate her so much. Anyway, she's a great source of inspiration and life advice for me. So I take a lot of the stuff she says to heart. But take it with a grain of salt if you like. But yeah, getting up early for the bus, you gotta leave like almost an hour and a half earlier than you would if you were driving. I'm sorry, Broseph, that's tough, but you're gonna really appreciate your car when you finally get it. Yeah, no way. Absolutely not. But at the same time, it just kind of happened that way, because she was literally like, I think, she moved out of California because she had really bad asthma. She could not really breathe where she lived. So she had the ability to get a minivan, and she just coasted until she found a spot. And her and her husband, you know, they kind of just missed all of COVID purely by happenstance. Like, what luck, right? Praise be to her creative and inspiration and intuition. I guess, like, she was just like, ooh, I sense danger. I gotta go. But nah. So, I don't know. There's something I was gonna say. I don't know. I guess back and forth because I can't talk and before I see things, there's always a 10-second lag. I hope you get that car, and I hope it saves you so much time. But I just can I show you? I don't know if I can, but let me see. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Oh no. No. Hang on. Can I show you pictures? Oh my god, please. Will I finally be able to show you picturas? Oh, yes, I can! Yes! I don't know why it didn't work for me before, but I have to show you. Look at all of these pictures of my children. There's so many pictures. I just hold on. Cat gush mom for just a second. 1 second. Wait, no. That's let me find the album. Oh, where is it? No. I mean, it's right there. But there's one that like auto collects all of the pictures of my cats. It's perfect. 1 second. Oh yeah, the answer is yes. Okay, I guess it's loading. I finally figured out how to do it. It just wouldn't work for me before. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but I think I got it. Yes! I found it. There we go. Look at these children. I have so many pictures of them snuggling. It's redonk. It's really ridiculous. She's surfing on him. And this is him sitting in my lap like a throne. When I've wanted to be a cat mom forever in a day, and I've not been able to. I've wanted nothing more than to be a cat mom, and it's been 10 years overdue. Literally again, number 10. I'm just so happy. So, anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to cat mom for a second. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it there. That's where we'll leave it. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna continue working. If I stop talking, I apologize, but there's lots of things. Oh yeah, there's so many. There's so many. I gotta say, I'm realizing now, if I get to be a bigger streamer, which is what I want, but also I do really enjoy the downtime of just having a, chill conversation one-on-one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle talking to 100 plus people or more. Because I love this, where it's just you and me, and even if you gotta go, that's totally fine. Please don't feel pressured to come and hang out for long periods of time. But at the same time, I'm also like, I want to help people, but my OCD and ADHD, I'm gonna get real distracted the second more than 5 people are in here. I don't know if I can handle it, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Because I want it to happen. I just don't want it to be overflowing. Then I lose control. What are we doing? We're making patterns. That's right, because I'm gonna just slap a bunch of patterns together and it'll be really cool. You'll see. The other big thing is, I am still unsure if I want to completely get rid of this. Because I really like where this has, I worked hard on it. The first part works. This part I might crop out. But the last part also works. This part will change. But everything else, I'm happy with it. So I don't know if I want to completely get rid of it. It just doesn't feel like it should be the same exact thing with a new logo in there. It just should be a different asset. But as far as I think what I'm planning to do is, yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. It's not going to be a huge and opening like I used to do, where I made one every year. I'm going to just do one that is very small and constant, and it's like a cute, quick little 5-second thing that you see, and then video. But I would like to add to it over time as I make more content, and I can just do a little montage compilation of things over time. Yeah, I'm content with it right now just being one of these screens. It'll just be, we land on this white screen, and then the end screen will just be this, and then you see outro videos and stuff. But as far as a fancy opening, it's not going to be crazy. Just something I can get done today. I'm giving myself 2 days, maybe one more day to get this done, and then we're moving on, because I gotta move on with my life. That, and also I want to buy a couple of assets in the Adobe library, some paint pictures and some stock footage that I can use. I just am broke right now, but not much longer. So once I have that, I'll feel good about officially moving on, and then we can really start cooking content. But yeah, until then, let's actually do things because I'm gonna get distracted again. So save and open new. And call this patterns. CK patterns. All right, we'll make them each about 10 seconds. Yeah. And make it dark. Okay. So this is just gonna be me mad dashing, figuring things out real quick. But thank you for the support, darling. Thank you, honey. I always appreciate. You're so supportive. You're so supportive. For no reason. For no reason. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you. And I also love everybody in this chat as well as anybody who has been on this journey with me for a while. Oh! That's right. I was gonna say one thing. Before you do, if you have to go, Ghost, no problem. But before you do, I did want to ask. So I mentioned this briefly earlier, but I really want to do a little, oh, no problem. Thank you, darling. But if you happen to have 5 seconds to stick around, I would love to do a little 10-year anniversary video compilation of me watching all of my speed paints. I don't plan to do anything huge or major for the 10-year anniversary at this moment, but I would love to do at least a stream of me watching all of the speed paints at some point. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then that'll be a video at some point, which is leading to the reveal of the new channel. So that would be a fun little project. I just have no idea how I will do it because YouTube music, I played a lot of YouTube copyright music on those speed paints. So maybe it'll be a Discord movie day, maybe it'll be a stream, I don't know. I'll just be talking and humming and you will hear silence, I don't know. Again, monetization is not really the issue here, it's just more so everybody should have the right to watch it. And if it's banned in certain countries because of done YouTube rules, that sucks. So anyway, I'll see you next time, darling. But thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for possibly a stream day of me just nostalgizing over all of my old art, and we can gush about the behind the scenes of stuff that, I don't know, maybe we'll get to. So anyway, take care, darling. Thanks for hanging out, and thank you for the support as always. Mwah. And I need to focus, because otherwise all of the wonderful compliments I will get distracted by. Alright. Let's do... Yes, one that stretches all the way... Oh, that's a... Yeah. Oh, sweet! Yeah, as soon as I figure out how on earth to do that, we'll make it happen. You got it, Captain. So yeah, we'll see. It might be a Discord announcement, it might be a YouTube video, but you'll know about it when I know more. I just gotta figure out how to do that. Alright. Bye! Mwah. Sleep well, hun. I'm gonna throw some hearts at you. No, that's not how I do it. There we go. There we go. Alright. I guess back to D&D.
So I learned.
Fucking
My
method.
process.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
You do have an item.
Oh my god! I have that thing you
The
gave
ball,
me.
yeah, that I
have a
gave
ball.
You have
I
one
can't
ball.
do it right
How
now.
you have been holding out on us.
you. Just the one ball, though.
I have a secret.
Max's face.
It's
Double
not
prizes.
necessarily a bad
Oh,
thing.
by now.
Double prizes.
Anything is workable.
Oh,
Stupid.
Bless you.
What is it that I have? I have
A ball of seeing. A ball of
seeing.
scrying.
You have
The
the.
scrying eye! I have the scrying
There you
eye.
go.
Scrying eyes.
There was an item
Right.
card.
Watching you. They see your.
You want to have the item card for the?
I gave it to her.
I have it.
Oh, you do. All right, great. So yeah, it allows you to basically do the equivalent of a scry spell
Once a day.
Yeah.
Good, we didn't have the item card.
All right.
Do we want to do this here?
I think just as soon as possible.
I think that the question is, do we tell them and see if we can enlist some help with this now, or do we do it
whom?
after we know?
Well, I mean, this is going to take me 10 minutes. This is going to take me a
Find out.
second.
It's
If we
worth
find
it.
out where she is, if she's still in the city, we can maybe hunt her down and track her down today.
Yes.
Do we get any help before we do that, though, from her?
We'll talk to, Tree.
You guys figure it out. I'm going to start
Start the
scrying.
Scry. Knowing is
Figure out
half
where
the
they are,
battle.
and where she's going, and what she's doing, and who she's with. How many of them? All these things. I'm sorry.
Percy. We'll
Scry.
find her.
That's what I'm worried about. Yes.
All right, so without the gun, you don't get the bonus for the item focus.
Oh, fuck.
But you also have the gun not in your
Do we
presence.
want to have the gun
You can go.
for this?
You can go in the. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I'll do that. I'm gonna go in the other room, grab the gun, and scry.
Okay, you
I
enter
go
the
with
enter
her.
the
I'm gonna go sit with you while you scry.
Okay. You enter the room, and as you walk towards the bed, Trinket growls at you.
Trinket.
I have another option.
me.
I have another option.
I'm not a stranger.
We still have her notes. We still have her notes.
Does anything help?
I mean, an object of which has, some pretty
better.
close contact with the individual could help, yeah.
Sure, whatever.
It is her diary notes of how to build my gun.
Yeah. You can use that instead if you want.
Good.
So we're not in the room with Trinket. Oh,
Can I use both?
They would not overlap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trinket, you just keep doing your thing. All right, let's go right to the other room again. Let's sort what else.
I don't know. What do you think would be
Scry it
better?
up.
Her notes or her?
That's her notes. Let's be safe.
Okay, I'm gonna use her notes.
Yeah.
Very safe.
Okay. That will add 5 to the DC modifiers. What's the DC of the spell?
My spell save DC is 19.
All right, so now it's 24 for her to try and resist this as I throw my D20 into oblivion.
Ripley's mad.
Fuck that dice. I didn't even need it.
Scrying me.
Do you want one? I have a bag.
I'll just use
Don't
this.
have extra dice?
I'll use the big one that
Okay.
Chris Perkins gave me.
And thus ends Vox
Oh
Machina.
no. I'll use the one Perkins
The
gave you.
Empower. All right then. This is now
Don't drop the
Ripley's
phylactery.
wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Interesting.
So,
Does that dice go to dice trail?
no.
No, but it works.
As you sit down and focus, you take the small object in your hand and concentrate with the notes in front of you, and you find that thread of connection between your memory of Ripley, as fuzzy in some places as it is. You have a very clear image of the moments you guys met in Whitestone. The notes, you connect those threads, focus on the object, and then you guys watch as Keyleth's eyes dart open, once again clouded over in white. Your vision pierces above. You can see your consciousness thrust through the clouds, and just white clouds passing by. Then your vision comes back down through the clouds, only instead of the desert, instead of the mountains, instead of anything in the nearby area, it's just ocean.
Wow, that's
Just ocean. Of course, just
Another one.
waves, sea endless around you.
Oh no.
You emerge once more, your vision moving before, only now there's a torrential rain surrounding you, lightning, thunder, clapping. You are in the center of a very, very heavy storm that is tearing across this ocean expanse. A boat creaks.
I will be happy to share this
Ropes
so you
swing
have
and you
access
hear voices yell, a crew barely holding it together. Standing on the deck, hooded, you see Ripley, calm, and looking out into the horizon. She smiles from beneath her dark leather cloak, a shimmer of blue energy dimly crackling across its inner lining. A voice yells, "Nothing yet!" And her eyes dart up to the crow's nest, then back down to her weapon. A handheld firearm of sleek design, but familiar function. 6 barrels.
Oh, snap.
Lightning flashes once more in the distance, followed by a very, very nearby crack of thunder. The boat, this for a second as a wave passes under and it catches itself again. She runs to the deck to look out across the crashing waves. And the vision fades. And you come back.
That was magical. That was hot. That was hot. Is there any ocean in
Bitch! She is a. I grabbed the gun. You are a piece of shit!
I thought the gun was under the bed with
You
Trinket.
literally just grabbed. I'm like, you grabbed my hand and are yelling at me.
Just
Move.
make,
I'm sorry, it's still a little fuzzy when I come out of it.
just make gun fingers at least.
Yeah.
There you go. What's the matter? What's the matter? What did you see?
What did you
Going after
see?
the other one. She's in the middle of the fucking ocean.
So she's going for the other vestige.
Yeah.
Whisper? Is that what's in the ocean?
Whisper is in the ocean.
Is that what it
The
is?
dagger.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And she had the cloak.
And she knows everything that we know.
She's with.
She knows
a
everything we
crew
know.
In
She's
the
been
middle of the ocean.
Could we
so
teleport there?
Can we just instantly be in the middle of the ocean with her?
Not zero.
I can't get us there. There's no trees in the middle of the ocean.
She's heading for an island, though.
Is she?
No,
I thought it was beneath
it's
the waves.
the Osmond Sea.
Yeah, beneath the Osmond Sea.
How
Scanlan,
do we get there?
can you get us there?
I can make us all cows. That is about it.
I mean, I
Do you
can
have
I
the
can
specific
mist
write-up?
us.
Mist.
For
We
the
can
item.
mist into the
We
ocean.
can
I mean,
mist
we'll
For
go
what item?
It
faster
would
than
take.
Whisper.
Yeah.
and just land on her boat.
Whisper, blade forged from metal pulled from the far realm, was center to many dark rituals. Now it lies at the bottom of the Osmot Sea, sunken with the lost ship, the Shrew, in a storm 300 years ago, near an island of trees. No, it's an island of grass. There's no trees on the island.
No, it's not even an island of grass. It's
Island
an
of
island
glass.
of glass.
Oh,
which
glass!
is
I
even
can't
more
read.
It's an island of glass trees.
unfun- glass.
An island of grass. Get them more. Oh boy. Island of glass.
Yeah, which doesn't sound promising, to be totally honest. So we might have to mist there.
How far away is?
It's continents. It would take weeks.
Don't
even,
they have an
even as
airship
mist.
here?
I don't think we're going to
Wait,
make it.
and the water Ashari are in the Osmit?
They're in the Osmit Sea, yes.
Do I know if they would be close by this island of
I'm gonna go ahead and have, let's see. Scanlan, roll a history check.
I know everything
If you
about
can roll an
lots of
intelligence
stuff.
check.
Why is it always intelligence?
I got a
Right.
15 history.
Oh my god, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no.
You know it's in the Osmit Sea, but you've never been there, you don't know where it is, you don't have no idea what the actual spatial is there.
We don't communicate.
You, Island of Glass, and like after thinking about it hard, you're like, of course, it's the Isle of Glintshore.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what ship
It's
that is.
part of a cluster of islands. You don't know quite where it is, but you know of it. That's about all the information you have on it at the moment. You don't know how far or the specific direction, really.
Well, it doesn't look like we can just magically get to her.
Well, we can.
Yes, Grog.
Aren't you two dweebs always wanting to like steal an airship?
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
they have
Yes.
one here?
Yes.
We're not going to catch up with
Do I
her.
have to say the third thing, or are you gonna get there with?
I would
Sadly-
like to steal that airship, and even then, though, it would take
It'll
us
take way
a
too much
week.
time. We are on a schedule. And we
What
have to
road trip, bitches? Come on, we gotta like, you know.
Instant.
Okay, let's just game this out. What's the worst case scenario? She has one vestige. She may have
Just a
two.
second. What's left after that?
I mean, we could let her do the hard work for us.
What's
then
left
go-
after that?
that we
Has
know
the
of.
cloak that we know of.
That we know.
She's on top of the dagger
The
almost.
Spire of Conflex
Also,
in the abyssal plane,
And she
and
can.
the plate of Dawn Martyr,
In
and
the
the elemental
fire
plane of
plane.
fire. I mean, those are going to
Spire,
be
the
super
staff.
hard to find for
I
her.
know, but if we're in an arms race and she's on top of another, maybe we should head to the
Interesting.
next that's
This
out of her
does
reach now.
That makes sense to me.
staff is.
Yes.
The staff is in the
The
plane of
abyssal-
the abyss.
It's a very scary place.
Only
We
problem
need-
with that
Yeah.
is she only has one now, and if she has two, she might be a bit harder. With.
Especially, imagine
I
if
know.
I need to focus for a second. So if this is. 50 plus the effect, and 100 minus the effect. Yeah. Oh, I see. Wait, 100 minus the max. Oh, it ended up being the exact same thing. Interesting. So no, we'll do 50 plus. That'll be the same. That should do it. And now, that's the same. This is cool. I like that effect. That's fun. It never quite gets to 0. Yeah, that's fun. We'll say the clamp. I'll animate the max. This is just offsetting it. That's about the same. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Now that that's set up, saving, you can never save enough. Let's make a repeater. Oh, but I just realized because it's repeating it, it's not gonna work. Because it has to be on a different... Her. Okay, so let me see. How would I do this? It only works if they're on their own little island. If I change it, they all change. Yeah. Okay, what if I do? Hold on, I think I got this. No, I don't. This is why I shouldn't code, because I feel like I'm more confident than I am, and then I mess up and make something else, a mistake of my own making. And my tea is cold again. Erg! Because what I'm going for is I'm trying to get this effect, where they're all in a different place, offset ever so slightly. But to do that, they'd all have to be in their own isolated little bubble. How would I do that? And to somehow code it so they all move together and disappear together. That's gonna be hard. Because essentially, I want this effect where they're offset, but they're all different. I don't know how I would do that. And this is the conundrum I currently have, trying to figure things out by myself. I'm going to walk away because I realize trying to do things and staring at the wall usually makes me bang my head against the wall and I don't get any progress done. On top of the fact that I also am slightly hungry and I need to stretch. So I'm gonna get up and make some nuts for myself because I love me some yogurt and nuts. And I'll be right back.
got pockets. It's got pockets. And it's warm. And I love it. And also I'm always cold. Like always cold. That's my new best friend. Oh. Were the babies good?
Pepper didn't do anything, did he?
Oh.
Oh, come now. Start lying. Keep. Oh, I didn't plug it in. Nah.
I have yogurt nuts. I'm ready. I did some thinking. I think I've got an idea of how to do this. It's gonna take a little more code than I wanted to do, but I thought this was gonna be simple. It was not. Let's see how we do. Okay. Back to D&D.
One of us was wearing all of the vestiges.
But there's also all
She
of
has
us.
people working for her, clearly.
And we're
She's not making it
awesome.
up.
No, but I mean, it
She
won't
will
just
make-
be
she will
her
make them
alone.
bounce.
And we're not going to get there in time to stop her from getting that dagger.
But we might be able to take them from her, and perhaps even finally put her down before she puts more of those bloody things into the world.
Can I also ask another question, Percy?
Sure.
Why does she want these vestiges in the first place? I have a feeling she doesn't want to fight dragons.
She might want to join up with the dragons.
Do you know?
I don't.
I mean, there's
Could
many
she be-
reasons to amass power.
Could she be the one letting the dragons know about... Could she be the spy?
I spent less than a week in her company in my life. I know very little about her other than I spent a week in her company and I spent time, I don't know how much time, trying to track her down, and all I learned about her, all I really know is she's very smart and she is the worst person I've ever met.
Why would you say that exactly? Because we've met a lot of terrible people.
People don't frighten me.
Their dad.
He doesn't frighten me.
Sandor was pretty shitty. Clarota. We've met a lot
But
of
let's not
terrible
rank
people.
the bad people we've met.
She's a... I don't even know if she wants anything. Maybe maybe she just wants nothing.
Are you genuinely afraid of her?
Yes, very much so.
Oh.
She is...
Fuck, why didn't we kill her when we had her in our...
She got away. We tried.
I made a terrible trade. I made the wrong trade. And I made a terrible decision. I know that. But we have 20... The table on the left is just completely incapable.
Player on your right.
Terrible
Yeah, we
person.
had a little
Play on
mug-
the right. is
Little
a terrible
mug
distraction.
interference. Little mug
Thank you.
interference.
We have 24... let me just get this enchantment off my gun. Let's find somebody who can pull it off and put it onto something else.
Agreed.
And leave it here. And then let's run screaming to this island and see if we can catch her. And if she's not there, we spend 24 hours where I will recount every desperate attempt I've made to try and kill her in the last few years of my life. And then we head back and deal with the other monstrosities that are waiting for us back home.
I don't know that we'll get there in time.
How do we get there?
We had to fly across the Osmond Sea to get to
It
Marquette.
took you about a week to get to Vasselheim via skyship from Iman. That's normally like a 2.5 week journey by boat. You guys got to Marquette via your transport
Tree.
via plant. Oh, no, sorry. You got to Marquette via the teleportation circle that
Gilmore made for us.
Or made for you guys, yes.
Are we by the ocean at all, or...?
But the ocean's
No, it's-
above us, right?
You have a mountain range that is at the top, the northern part of the desert. Probably a day and a half of foot travel to get there. In the mountain range, you're not sure how big that is. But from what you know of just loose geography, Scanlan, you probably know this better than anybody, that Ankarel and this part of the desert is not too far from the northern shore of Marquette compared to the rest of it. Like the entire continent is kind of like a big U, and the rest. This is the Osmond Sea up here. Marquette's right, this is Marquette. Ankarel's right there, and then this is the ocean.
Can Misty Step travel faster than a boat?
Of an ocean boat, yes. Probably twice as fast.
So if it took her a week to get where she is now, we could probably get there.
In 3 days. But where do you rest in the
Yes, we'd have to rest when we do Misty Step.
If your magic runs out while we're flying over the ocean, what happens? We drown.
fall and die.
Right,
Well,
you
we
drown.
don't necessarily drown immediately.
Also, if we can find a way to just teleport to the island, if there's a way that we can...
We have one teleportation circle.
I mean, I could teleport
You have to
us.
have a circle to a circle.
I could teleport us to the edge of the continent. We could sleep, and then
Misty Step from there?
lasts 8 hours.
The Windwalk, you mean?
Windwalk, whatever.
Windwalk.
Misty Step's a different spell, but yeah.
Sorry.
30
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
A little different.
Windwalk lasts 8 hours. Here's my question.
She's on a boat.
Yes.
She's not on a magic boat. She can't just magically get back to the shore without sailing there. If we sailed out on an airship or a boat,
We could just bomb her.
well, yes, she's slow moving. She's on a boat. It'll take her days to get wherever she's going. We just need to find her, and we can keep scrying on the airship and just catch up to her slowly. She's a slow moving target, even
I like
after
that you're assuming we'll have an airship.
We don't
could
right
take
now,
us-
but we will soon.
It could take us a while to even get the airship.
Nope, one day. Me and Percy. Maybe 2 hours.
I actually agree with that strategy. It is a bit like fish in a barrel because she is limited by her speed.
Will we be able to find her in the middle of the ocean?
We can keep scrying from the airship.
That's true.
We can keep scrying.
We can keep scrying on her. As
The
But how
first
will
thing we
we
have to do is remove this enchantment, and
Correct.
I'm very open to ideas on how to do
Wait, but just play it out. How do we see where she is in comparison to a giant body of water?
Well, we use what sailors do.
Look up at the stars?
Up in the stars, right? Or,
We scry on her at
scry
night.
at night.
We're looking at her, right? Not up. Could we like
No,
go
you can
like
scry
that?
up, yeah.
Are either of you
It's
gentlemen
focused around the target of the scrying.
Are either of you gentlemen
can't just,
smart
like, go-
enough to do that?
I can't tilt the camera up a little bit.
I can.
No.
The
I can,
gameplay
you
Can,
Right,
but
just
it'll
go
be,
like
you
camera,
can, but you'll
just
just see that kind of a
push a little
blurred
bit.
skyline.
We
Like,
can,
like,
we can listen for clues. Maybe the
World
crew
map.
members would shout out "Oh, we're at longitude, blah blah blah."
For you, when you scry on something, imagine it like super high depth of field. So like what you're looking at is super in focus, and most everything else is very blurred and
like that
out of focus.
Okay, wait. Just to play this out a bit more, we know where she's going. We know
We do.
where Glint Shore is roughly. If we got a
know
local,
where that island is?
well, we can find a local who does, a sailor or something who can help us navigate our way there.
Maybe somebody in an airship.
We could, but we might just be chasing. As long as we're all right with that, we'll just be chasing.
We'll keep scrying until we see if she's found it.
Until we see a
and
tree.
then we make our decision.
Max
It's
does have a point,
what?
though. If
What?
we're just chasing, we could get the jump on other ones.
Here's the terrifying notion. If you see a tree in any of your scries, can you teleport to it?
Yes, I can.
So as long as she gets next to a tree,
I don't think she's getting next
She's
to
in the
a
middle
tree.
of the
Ocean, island of glass.
once she's on the island, if the island has a tree,
It's possible. Good, sure.
Possible.
It was
It's like a
near.
long
It
shot.
was near the island of glass.
you're going to be
Seems
looking
like a
for it,
long
though. That's
shot.
where I would set up shop if I were.
Well, we have to. I mean, Percival is correct. The first thing we have to do is get that gun unfucked. But then after, we have to decide if we are chasing her down, and it seems 50-50 to me. Not impossible, but not a sure thing at all. Or do we head to the next vestige to keep it out of her hands?
Into the plane of abyss?
Well, isn't that
all
where we
the
have to
other
go anyway?
No, it's the 9 health.
Let's get the gun unfucked, and we'll simmer on it.
Thank you.
Wait. Before we get the gun unfucked, is there any use to it being fucked?
No.
Like, can we have play acting conversations around it? Like, oh, this is where we should go next. Hope you're
That is
listening.
deeply assuming that it actually conveys sound, which it may not.
We also have, we have no idea what it actually is. So let's go get it.
So what
let's
I'm going
get
to
it
do
on
is I
fire.
just want to move. Yeah, we're going to have to move that enchantment onto something else.
We can go to that place.
Back to that
where-
asshole.
Yeah, back to the asshole.
No,
who
I
hated
know
us.
I know what he wants. No.
What does he want?
He wants Whitestone.
Yes, absolutely.
So
not.
give him Whitestone.
Absolutely not.
He's gonna take one really close look at the gun and see a lot of white stone.
I
in
got
it.
2 chunks of whitestone in the bag of holding.
He wants the green gems, and I'm not prepared to make that deal.
We can make him a fake one and give it to him for one favor. We can make a fake gem. How hard is that?
He's gonna know.
I got a bunch of gems in the
really
bag of
smart.
holding.
Also,
It's not going to work.
like,
God
no
has, what do you
offense,
have? Green
Percy, but
gems?
Gems, like lots of gems.
No, but the green gems from Whitestone.
Is I don't know. I don't have no idea. Is Whitestone is much further away from the Osmond Sea than where we are now, right?
Whitestone is much
Further away. Way other side of a continent, even, right?
I got a hand.
across a vast ocean
And then across the continent. Yes.
One thing that occurred to me
Maybe he'll buy spice.
that may not help us at all, but Mistress Asharu, the dead girl,
Yes.
she worked for.
Okay.
She was part of a organization.
Yes.
Maybe they would want to help us because of revenge.
Here's the question, and this is what I've been thinking about sitting here for the last few minutes, is either way this is terrible, is either we don't tell them and leave town and eventually they find her and she's got strange holes in her from some strange thing that could possibly be a thing that a man with white hair who breezed through town a week ago was holding. Or we go and
fire off a.
Or we go and tell them, and I cannot believe this is about to come out of my mouth, that it wasn't me. It was a one-armed woman who had
A fugitive?
an identical, thank you, weapon of this one-of-a-kind weapon that no one bloody saw.
which, no offense.
No, but here's the thing.
I don't care.
Maybe somebody did see her.
Maybe somebody did see it. And maybe they'll know where to get the gun on
Even if they did see
Girl.
her, we know she knows how to alter her appearance. Also, no offense, Percy, but I feel like we need to be careful on who you expose that gun to from
I'm
here on
keenly
out.
aware. I'm keenly aware.
Not only one for people who might think that you're the culprit, but two for people who are gonna want to rip you off again.
She's the only person who's ever gotten a good look at it. She's the only one.
So, other than chasing her, going for the next vestige on the list, the third option is wish her good luck and just continue on with our mission, ignoring the fact that she exists.
Maybe she'll die in the Osmond Sea.
No, she won't.
How long's it been since we left Draconia?
Few days?
Few.
5 days.
Not 5
I'd
days.
say from your travel from Draconia back to Whitestone to resting in Whitestone to heading from there to the southern city, then traveling from there to Ank'Harel, and you've had
A lot of that was instantaneous. We did camp. We're like 3 or 4 days.
well,
in
no,
at
well,
least.
yeah, about 4 or 5 days because you traveled then from Whitestone to the south of Ank'Harel. Then you windwalked to Ank'Harel, but then camped outside of Ank'Harel because it was the time you got there. It was night. Then you made it into the city. Then you stayed for
Slept
the
here
evening.
at
You
night.
slept again. Then the next night you went ahead and went into the casino. Then slept the night there. So yeah, it's been about 5 days.
DM.
Goddamn.
Is it like a flying from east to west thing? Will we gain back a day when we go back?
No.
Not that far.
But we don't have to fly. We just have to teleport there.
As long as we teleport, we're fine.
But we don't have a
can.
plan. We have 5 days to figure out how to fucking kill a dragon. Oh, Jesus.
And we didn't get the vestige we came here for.
No, we did not. In fact, it's worse.
Well, it was two weeks was the agreements. You have more than 5. You have 9. technically.
9.
That's you can do anything in 9
9
days.
days.
Yeah.
We don't even have to keep the agreement. Come on.
Potentially.
Just saying. Oh, we getting the gun unfucked or what?
Let's go downstairs and talk to her employer.
Treve. Treve?
Treef, yes. All right.
I'm gonna leave the gun upstairs still.
Wait, what? Don't we need to? Don't we need to like have the gun to?
Well, we gotta find out
Once
who's
we-
gonna
once we
unfuck
find
it.
out where he's gonna unfuck it.
Is Treve downstairs?
Just leaving
Right. You
it.
head down into the tavern, and at this time of day, it's a little empty, a little sparse. Maybe like 4 patrons that are 2 in discussions, one's deep in the cups and one that just seems to be in the midst of going through paperwork. And in the far back, you see Tree once again has his heavy spectacles on and is currently looking through that same book he was in before. Doesn't seem to pay any mind to you until you approach him.
Treef.
Aye, aye. Good to see you. What can I do for you?
We need to talk to you. It's rather urgent.
Then talk to me.
Puts his book away, glasses on him, leans forward.
There's been a complication. The mistress is, she's been assassinated. She's been assassinated.
When we hadn't heard anything in these past few days, we decided to pay her a call.
He leans forward a little bit on the bar. Vex, Vax, and Keyleth, you do notice that the hooded figure that originally delivered the note is back in the far corner where it was, and it seems to have stepped a couple inches out of the shadows as well, paying very close attention to this conversation.
Did we bring the note with us? Good.
So you're saying that the mistress was assassinated?
And the cloak stolen.
Cloak?
The cloak she wore.
And you know this how?
We found her body.
Where?
In her home?
I think that was a home.
In her hideout?
In her room beneath the house.
Did you know where she lived? How'd you know where she lived?
We're very clever. But not clever enough to stop this. It appears this happened possibly before we even... We don't know when it happened. It happened
About
a while
a week
ago.
ago, I think.
Person, make a persuasion check.
Oh.
13.
Okay. Dreve kind of puts one hand out on the bar. He's got like a big heavy coin in it, and he's kind of like nervously tapping it.
We think we know who did it. In fact, we're near positive that we know who did it.
You hear as the door of the tavern closes, and all the patrons you saw are now standing up completely sober. And they're all just kind of taking a circle to the outside of your group, and he's leaning forward going,
All right, so you're clever. You came looking for the mistress. She suddenly winds up dead. You found her body.
And we
Please, no.
tell you this as opposed to leaving.
We had nothing to do with it. We could have left town.
Clearly, we know how this looks, which is why we came to you first.
The
Where's
desperate
the
hope
figure
of
right
finding
now?
who did this.
What's the hooded figure doing right now?
still just kind of sitting in the back of that kind of shadowed alcove between a bunch of barrels that are stacked and part of the bar side.
I'm gonna keep focused there.
Is he still tapping the coin?
No, the coin tapping has stopped.
And what are the people around us doing? Are they like drawing their weapons?
No.
Do they seem armed?
Do you take a look around?
I want to just kind of glance.
I take a very blatant look around.
Okay. None of them appear to be armed, but they're all looking very closely upon you. You can make a perception check, Keyleth and Grog, if you'd like.
Don't fan me, Opal.
13.
Oh, not bad.
There is a ceiling.
Just straight perception. 25.
Okay. Yeah, you see them staring. They look pretty, normal.
Pretty.
You do notice, and what you didn't quite notice before when you first entered, but a lot of these tables have like small cubbies on the edges, and each one of them are standing very close to one. One you see what looks to be a little bit of a pommel that is barely poking out, and they're just all like just at the ready.
I kind of want to like.
This tavern definitely is, Mercenary Band uses this tavern as a base of operations and has definitely seemingly outfitted it to be functionally a good place for mercenaries when they need to be.
I look down in front of me. Is there any in the table, like kind of hidden cubbies on the table that we're at?
That you're at?
Yeah.
As you begin, you have to like get down to really inspect. Do you want to do that?
No.
Okay. At first, the initial glance, you don't see anything. Because everything that's close to you is from a top-down perspective, and you're kind of blocked from seeing anything beneath.
For what it's worth, we will not draw first.
Treef.
We want to find her. Have any of your people seen a woman with one metal arm? She is so dangerous, and now so much more dangerous.
He goes ahead and puts a finger up this way and kind of marks this direction. The figure that you're watching, Vax, steps out from the shadow and just walks very calmly across the room through all of you, right to the edge of the bar by the door. He goes, without not breaking eye contact with you, just kind of speaks out the side of his mouth. Treve goes, "Go ahead and check their story. See your abode. We're all gonna wait here nice and patiently together until we find out what the fuck is going on."
Makes sense. Do you have any mead?
You got mead.
In the meantime, I would like to at least start to tell you what we need next for when our story is confirmed.
Well, you certainly got a captive audience, so go ahead.
This woman has been tracking us. She placed a mystical tracker upon us at some point in the past. We've just discovered it. And we need to find a way to move it away from us and put it somewhere where she does not suspect that we know that she placed it and does not see us coming when it's time for us to kill her.
So you're saying this woman that you're chasing is the one that killed the mistress?
Yes. We believe so.
Your mistress had a very powerful item on her. It's why we sought her out as well.
I'm also just kind of blindsided at the idea that the mistress was felled by someone. She could take care of herself and has for quite some time.
From what I could see, her attackers were not alone. There were 5 of them.
They had an unfair advantage.
5 of them and a woman, you say? His eyes kind of narrow for a second. Describe this woman.
She disguises her appearance, so how we know her might not be how you have seen her, if you have indeed. She has sometimes been shown herself as an old woman.
Yes.
Old woman. And he starts describing, he's like, sort of a spindly grey blonde hair tumbled past the shoulders, kind of piercing bluish-green eyes.
Always piercing eyes.
Did she come through here?
She was the last one to hire the mistress. About a week before you came.
What was the job?
I don't know.
And she had some fellows traveling with her?
She had 5 individuals following her eye.
What did they look like?
Didn't get best a good look. And kept it very hush-hush between me and the lady at the table. The rest of them just stayed at the back of the bar. Then they went on their business.
Where were they staying?
Here.
In our rooms?
Aye.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That does not make me feel good. She is so dangerous.
How was she a full week ahead of us?
Oh, shit.
How does she...
Tree.
Because we went to Draconia.
I put dust of tracelessness on the ground. In her home.
What's that mean?
It's going to obfuscate any of the scuffle. They're only going to find a body with holes in it.
So you're telling me that you came in here with a story about a murder of one of my finest mercs?
Yes.
And you decided upon finding this murder to get rid of all the evidence of said murder and anything that could possibly point to you not being the murderers.
I did point this out to everybody before we came down here, and again, at the moment, we were a little bit thrown by the...
I'm not gonna lie, I mean, as far as,
Why would we come directly to you if that were the case? Why would we have not just left?
Plus, you know what?
They will be able to tell the body's at least a week old.
I was gonna say, you'll
Exactly, your man has seen a dead body before. He's going to be able to tell it's been there for a while.
I'm sure you have a cleric in the circle. Talk to her firsthand if you have to.
I'm curious if you can imagine a reason why we would come to you with this rather than sneak away in the night.
Yeah, I'm just curious how much the meat is.
on the house.
Then he pulls under the bar and reaches around for a second and pulls up one kind of thick, kind of dark, like red ceramic bottle. Cap's already off. Like he's like plucked it off with his thumb and just sets it in front of you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm so sorry.
I guess it's possibly one of the major setbacks this line of business is very few grow to old and grey and get to die happy in their beds. God knows I wasn't planning to. There's kind of an long, awkward,
pause interspersed with bits of conversation for about 15 minutes before the hooded figure returns.
That's kind of what I'm going for.
Enters the door.
Now.
Comes over and whispers for a good solid minute in the ear of Treve
Almost there.
before stepping back and very calmly walking back to its little corner. Treve sits up. Well, parts of your story certainly hold up. The body has been there for a while, at least from before I saw you. Mind you, I don't know when you came into the town, really. We only met a few days ago.
If we were smart enough to take care of her and smart enough to pull all of this off, this would be a ridiculous move.
We would come to hire her after we already
Kill her?
I would beg you to explain why we're having this conversation.
Oh, believe me, a lot of you just doesn't make sense, period. So I'm just trying to figure it all out.
He kind of rubs the end of his long draconian snout.
The woman in question helped murder my entire family. Took great pleasure and delight in it. I have been tracking her for years.
What you plan to do when you find her, then?
Kill her. That's all. I've lost my taste for anything beyond that, but she is dangerous and she is evil.
In this moment, everyone in this room wants the same thing.
We didn't come to you because we necessarily needed to go through the proper channels. We did it because we were trying to be forthcoming. Clearly, you are all a talented bunch. So are we.
My feelings for her have become very complex. I don't care who kills her at this point. She just needs to be removed from the earth.
Which one of you is your deal maker?
Well, I boot scan them forward on the tush.
Hello. Hi.
This one.
I make the best deals. I know the best words.
We're not really good at this in general.
This one.
Sometimes it's Vex, but many times it's me.
He kind of leans over the bar and gets real close up to you and kind of takes a moment to kind of...
You smell like trouble. I like that.
Make a persuasion check.
What am I persuading him to do?
This is your just essence of presence and telling him that you're the kind of person that...
My general charm?
Your general charm.
I don't know what he's wearing, but it's very nice.
Persuasion, you say?
Calvin Klein.
29.
Yeah, exactly.
How's this for a deal? I got a nice fine look at your faces. I got friends all across these lands. If what you say is true, you go. We let you leave. You find this murdering bitch. You kill her. I want one thing. Her good hand. I think that would be vengeance enough for the mistress.
I mean, we don't have any use for it.
I
don't
feel
think.
very good about that deal.
Yeah.
Good terms.
Wait,
Not talking to you. Talking to you.
that's lovely, but we can't find her without some assistance.
Well, you've come to the right place. What assistance do I have to give you? What you need?
We need to get this curse off of the thing that found your assassin.
Can't really help you with that. Sorry, mate.
You don't have any magic wielders among you?
We've got scattered mercs throughout the city, aye, but they work for coin. And half of them are busy in other jobs.
We have coin.
What you got?
What do we got?
Enough.
Let us know what it takes. Money is money, and we have a long way to go and a lot to deal with, but we are happy to pay for the work that is done.
All right, I can call someone in.
We also may need some naval assistance.
Specifically in a ship of sorts?
Or transportation. She's on a boat. She's heading north to the island of
Glenshaw.
Glenshaw.
You know, even if you just know of any trees, big trees.
He goes, well... Ships? No, not much in the way of ships here in the middle of a desert. They're only looking forward to them sky buggers. If you're looking for a ship like that for seafaring types, you're going to want to go past the Agrid Mountains and make your way towards the Bay of Gifts.
Bay of Gifts.
Gifts.
That's where you find the port town of Shamal.
Port town of Shamal.
Shamel. That's mountain range is vast in itself. You're looking at Well, at least a week on foot to try and traverse those mountains.
Did you say Bay of Gifts?
Bay of GIFs, it's pronounced.
GIFs.
What a fucking
Oh, it's a local joke. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Oh,
That's.
Port of Shamal.
Shmuel.
There is a skyport near here. Is that true?
It's over by the,
Controlled by the local government?
I don't know, fucking controls the skyport.
We're not asking you. We have other friends as well.
I mean, if you're looking for speed, it's probably your best bet. Ships on this ocean, well, let's say the weather's not usually handy.
We are looking for speed and a crazy captain.
Well, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Now, go, killer. Give me your hand. I figure if time goes by and I haven't heard from you, you've either died, or I'll be sending some of our mercs to come find you.
Yeah, but the magic thing
Yes.
and the gun.
How long would it take to get this person who can remove a curse?
Or if you were going to go do something like this, who would you find in town?
If you're looking for fast, speedy, and immediate assistance with this, well, that's gonna have to run the cost up a bit, see?
I know.
We have quite an enchanter that could probably help you with that.
Oh, really?
Aye. It was about, see, in the next hour I could bring him in. But I'll run you full disillusion or whatever you need.
Huh?
750 gold.
Not full disillusion. How about a transference?
Transference?
To move the enchantment to another object.
Oh, it takes...
It's a much easier enchantment.
Well, moving something takes a little bit longer than to just get rid of something.
How much longer?
I don't know, not one of them types. But I mean, we've had a couple of enchantments moved in the past, and that was anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to get that done.
Jeez. Why don't we call him in and have him look at it?
All right.
750, do we have that to spare?
Yes.
That's worth its weight.
750.
750, or if you have a need of gems, we have gems.
You don't get fast and cheap.
I know.
Are you a gem lover?
I can carry a bit of jewelry on occasion.
I like you. What do we have?
So many things. You should call your enchanter.
Right.
He goes ahead and pulls out, looks like a small tome of blank sheets. Many you see have been torn out, and he kind of makes a quick note on one, just rolls it up very simply. He doesn't do the usual rigmarole of an official writ, but hands it to the masked hooded figure in the corner, who walks out and darts off. Kine will be here in an hour.
Now,
Kine?
Kine.
Time.
Kynan.
Time.
Sorry, that rang a bell. Sorry.
All right.
Payment?
Payment.
Up front, wow.
Well, but we don't even know what he's doing yet.
Do you trust in my service?
Of course. I just don't know what we're gonna have him do. That's all.
Well, if you'd much rather, we could just go ahead and clean out your guts here on the floor. Wouldn't be the first time I've had to
about
swab the floors here.
These two
I stained
escalated
terribly.
beautiful
very quickly.
Wait, she's negotiating.
sapphires. They're quite lovely.
All right.
And I pull out a giant raw ruby as well.
He knocks the countertop, kind of gestures for you to put them down. He looks over at one of the guys in the bar, and when they've all kind of relaxed a bit now, two of them have sat down. One of them approaches, appears to be human, a little scruffy, looks like he's a little ill, to be honest. Like he's probably just not had a good week. Food. He, however, walks up and fumbles through a small pouch and pulls out a small jeweler's eyepiece and takes them up and inspects each of them independently. How much are they worth?
200 each for the sapphires, and the ruby is 150.
Jesus, Laura.
It's only 100 gold short.
It's only 100 gold short.
I take it. Just back down.
Yeah.
Very well. That is paid. Takes the gems, pops them in his little side pouch. Do you guys wait for the hour?
I was going to say, if two people want to start booking passage on or somebody wants to go start booking passage on an airship, my personal feeling is Grog and Scanlan would be the people to send on such an adventure. Personally.
Grog? I mean, yes, Grog would be good at that. Yes, let's do that.
I'm only saying Grog because then they know what they're getting into.
I like that idea.
Are you trying to get me out of the room?
No. Well, yes. Would you rather sit for an hour in here, or would you rather go outside and talk to somebody about a giant flying boat?
The last one.
Yes.
Perfect. It's like Hannibal and Mr. T together. That's what you want.
I don't know. That's my opinion, personally. Unless
Just call
anybody
me
else.
Baracus. Let's go.
All right, we'll go.
Our friends are going to arrange travel for us. The rest of us are going to stay here. Is that appropriate?
Certainly. Sit. Eat some food.
So it's going to be just you two?
I guess we're gonna go try to find an airship.
Yeah, twins.
Like the ends of the table really need it.
Schwarzenegger and DeVito at it again.
Julius, my God! Which one's which?
Vincent, you are my twin.
Julius.
I'm pregnant, Vincent. Oh, wrong copy. I always thought it was the same guy in my head. It's a sequel. All right, so as the rest of you guys stay behind, you get a fair meal. The two of you begin making your way through Ank'Harel. Let's see here.
I hope you're
So you'll
happy.
be making your way over towards the edge of the Suncut Bazaar, towards the Sand Herald district. Right on that cusp there is where you saw the skyport in the distance. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Make one as well, Drop.
Yeah.
25.
17.
All right. Where normally it would be confusing to find where the base of it is it is kind of obfuscated by a series of other larger buildings. You guys ask a couple of folks rather quickly that seem to know the layout of the town really well, and with just enough of a flash of a smile and a flash of a really intense arm muscle, you, within the next 30 minutes or so, find yourself at the base of the actual skyport. It is called the Indala Skyport.
Indala.
And not as tall as the one in Iman, which is placed in the outskirts of the Cloudtop district.
It's a good
but it appears to be on level. It's maybe like a good 5 stories up. The outside of it is a similar chain-lifted platform as the tower in the Cerulean Palace you guys traversed earlier in your time in Ank'Harel. And it appears to be a large stone scaffold with no walls, just sitting there on the ground. As you approach, there are 2 people dressed in simple clothing. You see some dust and general dirt on their hands. They're in the midst of moving crates up and down, and you see they're moving some barrels off of the platform, putting them up into a cart that's going to be probably wheeled deeper, well deeper into the city. As you approach the platform, you see one of them is essentially by what looks to be a sort of a bell mechanism, like a attached to the part of the platform, a small block that's about shoulder high, and there's a bell on the end of it with a ringer.
Wait, before we ring, Indala, have you ever rented a skyship before?
No, I have no idea what we're doing here.
Oh, really?
I mean, I assume we're trying to find out how much it costs and how for a 7-day rental, including a pilot or 2.
So we're doing this like the straight and narrow way.
We're getting the information, probably come back and steal it.
Ooh, okay. I'll be quiet. You talk.
Okay, well, yeah, you're pretty good at this too.
Yeah, well.
I feel so good.
Indala.
Help, it's happening.
Help, it's actually happening.
Do you mind if I ring the bell?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I ring the fucking shit out of that bell?
As you step up onto the stone platform, both of you, the 2 guys that are working, the guy keeps putting the barrels. There's like 2 or 3 on the side there, and he goes ahead and sets one of the 3 up, just staring at you as you approach. The other guy is kind of at the side, goes, can I help you? As you walk past and just turn back and smile and just start ringing the crap out of it. Strength check.
Oh no! Oh, that's not so bad. 13. Oh.
13. Okay. You have enough control over your physical brawn as to not snap or destroy the bell. However, what happens is after you ring the bell for a second, one of the guy goes, "Wait, no, you're not, no!" And before anything else happens, the chains that were kind of slack tighten up, and the platform begins to lift up. The guy who had 2 barrels left on the platform still's like, no, wait! And goes over and tries to like grab one of the barrels as it kind of tumbles off and breaks on the ground next to him. He's like, just like raising his fist.
We're on an elevator?
Yeah. It's now lifting up. It's about 15, 20 feet off the ground, and it's going up the top. The bell seemed to have notified whatever crew is bringing the platform up, but he didn't get a chance to finish bringing his load off the platform before you rung the bell.
I think we're doing it right.
I think so.
So you leave the 2 gentlemen below as the 2 of you lift up on this platform. You make your way up to the elevated terrace that marks the actual skyport, and it's a large, wide, thick platform that it's built atop what looks to be a series of warehouses that fill out this district, and this was kind of a newer addition to it as this technology became available. And actually, go ahead and roll a history check.
What?
Natural 20.
Wow!
Love me some airships.
Actually, skyships originated in Ank'Harel. This is where the crystals that hold them aloft are enchanted.
Oh, gee.
There have been other ships. There are different designs that are constructed in different towns. You do know that there is no skyship transport to Wildmount, and that was part of the reason why the Sovereign Uriel was trying to make that deal with the Briarwoods under the idea that it would open trade with Wildmount. It's pretty insular and kind of locked off from the larger countries here that work together. But yeah, so this skyport here is probably the first skyport that was built. And this is the origin of that tech. As you come to the very top, the platform eventually stops, and you see one gentleman there who's essentially working this large crank that brings the platform up, and it has a series of thick chains that kind of wind on themselves. As soon as he finishes, and you guys get the top, he turns and, what, hello?
Meep.
Be pleased. We are here to inquire about some business, if you don't mind.
He points that way, and you guys look to the right, and the rest of this terrace, for the record. There are 2 skyships that are currently docked here at the moment. One that has a very kind of nice, thick, heavy design. It has beautiful kind of gems encrusted in the side, this kind of brass and gold inlay that twists into this kind of turquoise transition to the bottom. It's a beautiful ship. And you can see now there's a crew of about 12 that are currently loading things onto it right now. There's a big crane-like apparatus similar to what you had in Amman that is currently putting things onto the ship. It looks like it's being heavily loaded for transport somewhere. There's another ship. Looks familiar. It looks actually very similar to the Amman designs that you guys saw at the skyports over there. That appears to be by about 6 heavy chains locked to the opposite side of this skyport, and doesn't seem to have any apparent hustle bustle or crew around it. It's a little bit smaller than the more intricate design. The one that has all the work around it does match some of the design aesthetic of some of the higher end areas of Ank'Harel, so that you probably imagine it's one of the original skyships that was built here. The other one you saw has the small fins in the side, similar to the one you rode across to Vasselheim. You do also notice that there are about 6 hands of Ord scattered across the terrace in full armor that are basically keeping an eye out and watching everything to make sure no bullshit goes down. And the, let's see. You do see what appears to be a small building that's in the center of this terrace that maybe has about 3 or 4 different rooms, and apparently the individual who is overseeing this entire process with the one big ship is walking back and forth between with instructions to the foreman who's yelling out to the crewmen who are loading up this big ship. That would probably be the place to go to inquire.
Okay, we go over there.
Yeah.
All right. As you walk in,
we die.
That's a horrible stroke.
We die.
And fall to the ground. Scanlan is no more.
Green Dragon unveils herself, and we die.
My barrels!
Shit.
You've read this one.
Literally in the last place we would have looked.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, as you walk into the room, it's fairly quiet. There appears to be a clerk office there with a bunch of ledgers just stacked up, and you can see what looks to be kind of a layout of a number of days with notes scrawled in a language that you don't recognize. There are a couple of small clockwork timepieces that are just against the walls there, and you see a younger woman, probably like mid-20s, but going gray a little early on just one side of her head, who is currently going through one of these books. She has what looks to be a quill between her teeth right now, and she's kind of thumbing through the pages and kind of looks up. Can I help you? Takes the quill out, sets it down.
Hello, be pleased, beep beep. My associate and I would like to inquire about renting an airship.
Renting an airship?
Chartering it for a trip.
Okay. Well, for now, let's see. The ship Vusin is already chartered and is loading up to be heading northward towards Assyria. That is not available. The other one, which is the Dira, has been docked for about 4 weeks without use. So you could go inquire with the captain there.
Is that the crappier one or the better one?
It's the smaller one.
Okay. So we would charge it from the captain themselves, not from you.
Oh well, the captain would pay us a cut based on what the description is.
Can you, just so I can do my homework, how much do you think a week's charter would run on an airship?
That is for you to negotiate with the captain.
Yes. Is there any way to book passage on the ship that's already moving northward?
As passengers?
That is not a passenger-based ship, unfortunately. That is actually working for one of the guilds. It is paid for use of their mercantile only.
Okay.
Yeah. How fast is that smaller ship?
Unloaded? Pretty quick. The cargo can load down ships.
Yes.
Depends on how fast you wish to go and where you are going. May I ask where you planning to charter this to?
Our mission is a bit of a hush-hush one. We'd better not disclose that.
Yeah, we are going to an ocean.
Perhaps it is best that we negotiate the price here than as opposed to with the captain.
What?
Yes, that would be preferable for sure.
Right?
Wait, what? Why? Who's the captain?
She stands up and walks over to one of the small windows that leads out to the terrace, and you can see another bell that's out there, and she kind of grabs the edge and bing, 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 ding on the bell.
Another elevator.
Goes back to her seat. I'm just calling the captain. He'll be here.
Okay.
A few minutes pass, and between the distance out the window, you can see a small rope ladder kind of drops, and a figure walks over and then makes their way in. Inside, in kind of gold-trimmed armor, is a familiar sight, actually. This is Captain Damon, the one who actually brought you guys across the Osmond Sea.
It's our Damon!
He walks in.
Are there like not that many pilots, I guess, in the world?
There aren't a lot of skyships. I mean, you would know. There's probably maybe barely 6 in commission.
How fast did this one make the Kessel run?
It was a week across the entire Osmond Sea, and that was with some cargo on board. So it wasn't very slow. It would have taken a normal ship maybe 2.5 weeks.
Does Damon recognize us?
As he walks in, he goes,
Yes. Are we ready to...
Wyverns attacked us.
We're not there.
We're not. I'm not there at all.
We're not there at all. Not at all.
Stop scrying.
Stop drinking in that damn tavern.
Finish the
Captain
wine.
Damon! Hello!
Wait, I know you.
Yes, we've flown together before. On the friendly skies.
Yes, that was a dangerous journey.
It was, and would have been more dangerous had we not been there. To protect you and your ship.
Indeed. I greatly appreciate that. What can I do for you? He looks over towards the clerk.
They're looking to charter a ship northward. I know nothing else more, but I figured the confusion here would allow us at least both to discuss this so we can negotiate the proper price. So, you talk, I'll be here to keep record. And she opens a fresh page in her tome, dips her quill.
Ledgers.
Oh, maybe we don't want any of this on the record for right now.
Okay. Remember that for the negotiation. Captain kind of winks at her. All right, so we're very busy. Our books are full, and we have a few other individuals that are currently seeking use of our ships. So, what is it you need? Where are you going, and for how long?
This would be a week or less. The mission.
Looking to leave quite soon.
Maybe even tomorrow morning.
All right.
We'd be going north, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
North, into the Osmond Sea and to a location that we would disclose to you once we get airborne.
She goes. You hear a voice in the back. Is that also consider that in the negotiation?
But also consider this: we are on a mission that's very important to the security of both Marquette and other continents, and we have friends in high places. And I will flash our little badge. Yes. the badge that Jamansa Ord gave us.
Not your fake little star from pre-show?
No.
He looks down at it and goes, that looks very pretty.
Oh, this is given from Jaman Saord.
Doesn't hold sway.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, I didn't think you would.
The clerk officer says, wait, you're saying you got something from Jaman Saord. You saw Jaman Saord and you were given something.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see this.
I hand it over.
She looks at it. Very well.
Oh, consider that a negotiation.
She looks over and meets eyes with the captain and goes, we're going to go ahead. You let me know the price, and the palace is going to pay for this expedition.
I didn't know we would do that.
That is the most valuable necklace.
Opens the book and begins writing down a series of charges, and it's just racking up.
You just Babe Ruth there.
All right, it's totally fine. Totally
Pretty
fine.
card, man.
Totally fine.
Basically.
We'll probably need to the brothel sparkling water stacked.
We may need
brandy, lots of brandy for the trip.
maybe some servants and some masseuses.
Yes, we'll definitely need someone with a knowledge of the sea, both in the air and down below, the waters below.
The captain says, actually, we've got an individual just for that.
Oh, great.
Kind of looks back to the clerk. You sure? She's like, yes, it's fine. Not to worry. Just we'll talk when they leave.
Want to change it?
And don't mind me, but I have violence on the mind at all times. Is there any customary sort of weaponry or defense that you can put on these airships during our travels? Or just in case we run into the same shit we did last time?
And the captain goes, actually, we after the encounter we had over the Osmond last time, I managed to outfit the ship with a brand new series of dragon arbals. So this is going to be a well defended journey.
Nice. Do they aim in like all directions?
You'll see.
Nice.
And you do recall seeing them when you were in Vasselheim. You saw them being kind of brought down and installed on the ship. But that was the last time you saw the ship. So.
Can the ship be prepared to leave tomorrow morning?
We can leave in the next hour if you want.
Oh,
Stand at the ready. Our business is of great import.
yes, Grog. Yes, it is. I think you should ring the bell to make this an official deal.
Can I ring the bell?
You can if you want to.
But I don't grab it and ring it. I go bang one loud time.
The ringing is discordant and painful at the proximity of the clerk. You're like, Captain kind of chuckles to himself. So, in the morning.
We'll have to discuss with our associates, but be prepared as quickly as possible.
All right, I'll assemble the crew and we'll be ready within the hour.
Excellent.
How many of your crew will you have with you?
Let's see here.
Just ballpark it.
It would be a crew of 8. Normally 7, but we have 8 now.
So. And I'm sure this crew is your finest. No greenhorns, men you spent years with, trust your life with.
Most of them, yes.
Most of them. How many do you not trust your life with?
There's one we've had on board for a short time, but she's definitely proven worthy.
That's one I said.
Perhaps she should stay behind on this voyage.
She's the one with the mastery of the ocean.
She's coming with us.
Thank you, Damon. Oh, one more thing. I asked you this last time, but are you still single?
Yes.
Okay, just good. Good to know. Good
Don't
to
worry
know.
about him. There's a hubbub down in the corner. People are just talking. It's the gold armor.
I'm gonna go ready my ship.
Yep, good.
Do it.
We'll be back.
All right.
Why did you ask him if he was single? That was so awkward.
Vex really liked him last
Yeah, I
time.
know, but he thought you liked him. Now we have to like...
Oh, what? Everyone thinks I like them. That's part of my winky charm.
I thought you were saying that's part of your winky. I'm like, that's not charm. That one.
Okay.
All right, you guys, you've seemingly blocked passage.
Boom! For free, bitch!
Jesus!
On the house!
I've been using this all over the place!
It's an MX black card.
Real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Real quick.
We make our way back.
Real quick, though. On the way back, I'm gonna go to the casino. Just real quick. Real quick.
Let's see this.
Just real quick.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you.
We're here. Now, you guiding back, just head right towards the Lux Run.
I don't know if this is where our friends are.
That's a shortcut.
Oh,
friend.
okay.
We get outside. I pull Grog into a little alleyway and I say, listen, friend,
Yep.
I'm gonna go in there and do a little business. Can you do me a favor?
Play some music outside while you go number 2.
I need you to keep your eyes open. And I will minor illusion. Can I minor illusion a face of one of those guys who did the deal with me?
Yeah, you could. It's a still image. It makes no sound.
Fine.
It's very much an illusion.
Yeah, it's for him to show him what he looks like.
Yeah.
This face, look
Yep.
at it, lock it in. Foomp. I do the other face as well. This face, you see it?
Is there a test on this later?
There's only one test. If you see these people, grab them.
Grab them and then what?
Do what Grog does best.
Just do what I do best
Yes.
when I see them.
But you won't see them unless they leave the casinos. Just stay out here at the door.
Outside.
Yes.
Cool.
You're my lookout man.
Should I have like a code word if you know they're coming out? Like,
Yeah, let's come up with one right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Dijon.
Yep, there it is. Dijon.
All right, so Grog, you taking watch. You head into the casino.
Oh, before I go in,
Yes.
hat of disguise on.
And what would you wish to look like?
Adult human male. Goatee. Pork pie hat. Black jacket.
Seeking.
Just a ordinary man. Yeah, Mr. Shorthalt. Yeah.
It's an Editor Costello. I'm not sure which.
And you walk into the Lux Run. Being midday, it's not as busy as the evening you saw previously, but there are, I'd say about half the tables are still running, and they have clientele throughout.
I'm looking, in the interest of time, just gonna look around for any of those two faces.
Make a perception check.
That's bardic magic, bitch.
Not much. 9.
You spend the better part of half an hour scoping through each floor. No sign.
I didn't go into their office though, right?
No,
Okay.
just through the bottom floor and going up and kind of just checking the hallways and the third floor, which you hadn't been before, which is more of like a lounge patio. It has more of like the higher stakes games. You can see there are some more of the higher rollers and the
And can I make my way to the office area where they had led me?
Yeah, I mean the door is closed.
Can I just listen outside?
Yeah, you take a listen. Doesn't appear to be any sound from the other side.
Damn it.
Can I like go to the corner where I can see the front entrance and the side alley where I was and look and see if I see either of those two faces?
Sure, make a perception check.
This will go well. Total shit. 6.
6. No sign of him.
Cool. I'm looking at the wall.
Damn it. All right, I'll quickly dimension door inside the office.
Inside the office, thankfully you have your gnomish dark vision. It is dark in here. There are no lights. The table and chairs and the general decor of the room seemingly untouched since the last time you were in here.
All right. Is there any source of light around here? Anything I can...
There are a couple of lanterns in the corner that could be lit with.
I will light one.
All right. You're You turn the lantern up, the light glows.
Going right into the desk, looking for anything: keys, gold, contraband, weapons.
Investigation check.
Yes.
23.
23. Scanning through, you find the odd 4 copper pieces. You find what looks to be a couple of small books on. One looks like it's an etiquette, and the other one is written in a language you don't understand. But you gather it's Marquesian. You do also find some small, like, notes, like a little name that is drawn on the inside of one of the drawers. It looks old, like it's been there for a long time. It just says Leland. And you find... that's about it.
Okay.
You get the sense this isn't like a stationary room that they use as a base of operations. It's almost like a rental space used from people who want to come in here and do business, which happens often in a casino establishment. They want to make sure they provide to their clientele and all the necessary needs. And a lot of these rooms in the center floor are kind of to facilitate the meetings between the top and the bottom.
Damn it. All right, I'll do one more investigation check to see if there's any hidden compartments in the desk or around the...
Burn it to the ground.
24.
24. Nothing under the desks but the table that you're at. There is a small false bottom on each side. You pull it open, and there is a single dagger on each end.
Hook me up, son.
Apparently, for those that know, they're provided as a means of defense in case things in one of these meetings go wrong. But who knows this information? It looks like they haven't been used in a while.
All right.
Can I look around, see if I see other 2 faces now?
Sure, make another perception check.
18.
Nope.
All right, fine. I will take the daggers, take the marcation book, whatever that was.
Okay.
Take a huge dump on the desk. And take one of the daggers and dig a big piece of it and write on the wall, "The meat man cometh."
Wouldn't it be the meat man goeth? Oh, well, never mind.
And then I'll just let myself out.
Okay. You open the door. There are 2 people just kind of walking through. They just kind of look, glance over at you and keep walking. Close the door behind you. And you have left your mark.
Okay. On the way out of the casino, do I see any familiar faces?
Perception check.
18.
18. No.
Ah, fuck you. Stupid
They
casino.
seemingly know better than to return to the scene of the crime.
All right. Great.
For some people, for lesser folk, 400 gold can keep you going for quite some time.
Put some money on Red and Black while you're in there, just once.
All right.
You should try the dice game just once.
The dice game?
Yeah.
All right. Grog.
Yeah.
Want to come in and play once with me?
No.
Okay, great. I'll do the cat dice game once.
Okay, all right. So you walk into the table. There's 3 other individuals in there. Hold on, let me get prepared here, since this is the first time we're really doing this here, which is kind of fun. Alrighty.
No, this is like the third.
Isn't this the 7 or the 12 game? The 7 or the 12.
Well, the dice game.
Oh, I can do another game.
whatever.
Yeah, we'll do
Let's
another
do the new one.
What's the other game? What's the other
What are
game?
the other 20 games?
Dice game's cool. There's the dice game that lives in the card game. Your call.
What's the card game?
Dice game is the 2d6.
It's a fast game.
What's
that's
the
it.
fastest one?
The
Let's do
fastest
that
one is the dice game.
Dice game.
Okay.
Card game takes a little more time.
Okay.
All right. So for that is a 25 gold minimum buy-in for Evandra's favor.
Even in the middle of the day, the minimum's no good.
I know. I feel like the minimum should go down in the middle of the day.
50 gold.
You've never been to Ankarel.
50 gold.
Actually, the party never
Stay where
stops.
they are. All right, 50
50 gold.
All right, you throw 50 gold down. All right. So as you slap it down, still in your human guise, an individual to the left of you goes, "Ooh, all right, big, strong opening and strong scent." Scoots over a bit to the right. Go ahead and roll your dice.
No paper in there.
6.
6.
Double down.
6 is the double down.
Yeah.
6 is the double down.
You can go ahead and double the price to add an additional 1d6. You're going for 7 or 12.
Sure, yeah.
So, yeah, roll one more die. And
So 100 gold on the table. Roll one more dice. You want a 1
What is it?
or 6?
I got a 5.
Aww.
So sorry.
I am very sorry, my friend. Shifts the coin away. 100 gold down now.
I just say, I hate this casino.
You know the games you want to play?
No! No, I leave. God damn it. Wait, what was the names? The names that they gave me? The 2 guys gave me?
Oh, right.
Rug or something?
That was Rudder.
Rudder?
Was the half-orc. And, I have to go
gold
look up
loop
what
is
the other
there?
one was.
It's fine. I'll just ask the dealer, or the dicer,
Yeah.
if he's seen Rudder around.
He kind of.
Jesus Christ.
Just bleeding
5
money.
more gold.
5 gold. Oh yes, Rudder makes his way around here on occasion. Every couple weeks.
This city has had its way with you, Scanlan Shorthall.
You're never gonna get a kiss.
Take your finger out my asshole, Gary.
He doesn't seem to carry much change with him, so.
Are you trying to do this to me on purpose?
He looks at you strangely. Hmm?
Yeah, I know. So.
Are you talking to Matt?
You keep coming back, man. I don't know.
Fine.
Do I see any half-orcs outside?
You do not at the moment.
Damn.
All right.
There is still Quan Adrin Sal or Gamut of Ord if you're feeling lucky and want to make your money
Not
back.
in a million years now. This place, it sucks all my mojo. It's like the anti-mojo.
I feel a valuable
All right,
lesson has
I
finally
leave.
been learned for the first time.
All
this
right.
game.
And I go out and I say, Grog, let's go home. But before we do, just slap me in the face really hard.
You sure?
Yes, I
Really
need
hard.
it. I need it.
Do you want me to use the gauntlets or no?
No.
If he doesn't roll for damage, I am going to be offended.
All right, I'll take off the Titan Stone Knuckle off my my left hand, and I slap him.
All right. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
18.
All right. You take 5 points of damage.
Is he still wearing the disguise?
Still
wearing the hat of disguise?
Yes, of course.
He is.
So would his head not be necessarily where his...
That's true. And with Grog,
Thank you.
being not the one who would remember that or recall that, he goes.
I can't even get slapped in the face right.
I will ruin everything! I will ruin everything!
It's a valid point. Thank
I
you
was
for
so
reminding me.
confused why a stranger would ask me to slap him. All right.
All right. We go home.
All right.
Wait. So, way faster the casino trip, while we've been waiting so long. Percival's been acting fucking twitchy since we found that body, so I walk over to him sitting off at a table. Hey, Mr. Cool as a cucumber. Shush. Shush. Or come with me. Come have a seat.
All right, I'm here.
What's the matter? Yeah, it's her again. We're gonna find her. It's fine. You are huffing and hawing since we found her body. It's fine. What's going on?
I hoped... I was really just hoping she was gonna go away. That's all. I was really hoping she was just going to go away.
Well, she's gonna go away, Percival, if not now, later.
Every second she's alive is untold damage to the world. She is... Do you know how every now and then I say something just awful? Mm-hmm. I love you both very much for that. When I think of that terrible person inside of me, I see her face. She has a very active imagination. She knows how to make these machines. And her imagination terrifies me. If you knew that that was me, would you let me live? If she made 10 more of these things? Has she made 100? Does she just hand them out to people? Maybe, I don't know, maybe she's just running around and torturing people's parents and siblings to death and then handing them a gun and kicking them out into the world to see what will happen, because it could be funny.
You're probably right, Percival. She probably is. This is not Lord and Lady Briarwood over again, though.
No, it's
and
not.
You're not alone.
No, I'm not.
You have me, you have her, you have her. You have the other two Laurel and Hardy motherfuckers who aren't back yet.
I was so hoping that maybe...
I slammed some mead in front of him.
Thank you. I was just hoping something heavy had fallen on her from a great height, saving the world. A few thousand lives.
Well, we're going to be above her.
Yeah,
Maybe we can be the one to drop something heavy.
That's really what I'm hoping.
Oh, I've been practicing that, actually. I can be really heavy.
That may help.
Yeah.
And she is the biggest mistake I've made, and I'm horrified by who's paid the price.
All the more reason for you to be the same cold-hearted asshole you've been for the last year. Why change now? Get the job done.
I'm counting to 100. I'll be fine.
It's not very often we see you shaky, Percy.
Once we're out of here, I'll feel fine. Once that thing is off my machine, I will feel fine.
Percy.
And I'm thinking of something else, and I'm thinking of building something awful to help deal with her.
Hang on, wait, hang on. Because I was just about to ask if you ever have regrets of building something awful and releasing it into this world, and now you just said you're going to double down, essentially?
I've been thinking long and hard about it. I think inevitably, anytime I think of something, it might just be too late. I think I'm going to be very careful about what I build. I'm going to be very careful about where it goes, and I'm also going to ask anybody if when I die, destroy everything. Please. This is why I don't write down notes. Any of my sketches, they're put away and they're put in a place where I can remove them once the job is done. But I sketched my idle thoughts, and right now I'm having an idle thought for her, and it's simple. It's nothing complicated. It's just vicious.
All right, well, we can do that. We can destroy anything you make, but for now...
Yes.
Percy.
Yes.
Keep your head, man.
One night of sleep, I'll be there.
What exactly are you thinking of making? Because just because we can destroy your notes, I mean, you're still alive, and your gun still got into the world.
Regardless of what he makes, who wields it?
I have an...
Fenthris is a horrible weapon, wielded by a horrible being before I had it. A gun can do the same thing.
You're arguably one of the greatest minds in existence right now, Percival.
That's a terrible thought.
But you are. And Vex isn't wrong.
I know. There are things that one day I will speak of that I'm not really ready to deal with yet, but I think I may even have something that could help us with the dragons. I have a thought. I'm going to work on it on our way to the island.
Now I'm nervous.
It will be something that once the dragons are felled, I plan on destroying immediately after. And I think you'll be all right with it when you see it. It's too complicated for any one person to really deal with. But I will feel much better if she is in the ground.
And I'm interested in seeing it.
Percy, you know you can talk to us, right? You never share ideas with us, and...
I do. I told you my idea of killing all the Dragonborn to start a war between the dragons.
All right, well...
That's why I don't share those ideas. I'm not proud of them.
Is this thing you're building going to kill a lot of people in addition to the dragon?
I hope not, but it could. It could make it very easy to kill a lot of people.
One day at a time, gang. Let's deal with Ripley first.
Let's deal with Ripley.
All right.
Let's collect a few more things that will help us deal with home. Let's save home. And then I will spend some good time undoing some of the damage that I've done. I should have killed her. I should have.
You shouldn't feel regret about not taking another person's life. It's a moment of humanity.
It wasn't. I was not being kind. I was being selfish. I didn't kill her because the Briarwoods mattered more to me, even though I knew she was far more dangerous, that if they had escaped, the world would be darker to more vampires or whatever, but she was the genie, and I knowingly and very willingly said I'm fine with that. And I knew at that moment, this was not a thought I had later. In my head, I went, she's going to kill hundreds of people, and that's okay right now.
Percy, if you had stayed with her and let the Briarwoods go, a terrible god would probably be loosed on the land right now. I think you chose correctly.
I think I stumbled into the correct answer. I'm not sure I chose correctly. I think I got lucky.
Did you not want to kill her because in a way you feel responsible for who she is?
Oh, I feel absolutely responsible for inspiring a maniac. Of course I do.
Look, we're gonna help you get to her. You're gonna get her. You gotta let us in on it a bit, though, all right?
I'll show you, once I have something drawn, I'll show you what it is. And I'll have it something drawn by tomorrow.
That's a promise.
That is absolutely a promise.
Also, I know you're really smart, but we're smart too. Don't insult our intelligence by assuming we can't comprehend one of your ideas.
Oh no, you'll comprehend it, and it's not that I don't think you can comprehend it. I know you can. It's that I know what it says about me, that I even thought it. So.
Percy.
You've been drinking.
I have.
Elif, really, hold off on the alcohol.
So much.
We have a lot to do today.
So much.
All right, I think my point has been made. I start moving Keela towards the door for some fresh air.
Get us some water.
There's one more beer.
Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
I love you, but I hate you, but I love you.
Percy,
I'm fond of you as well. Yes, dear.
you're a better man than you believe.
Thank you. I accept that compliment. You as well are a better woman than you believe. Doesn't feel good, does it? There you are.
It doesn't.
No.
Shit.
That's what you get for saying things like that. You terrible person.
Thought for a second you also had one ball.
So we're waiting on our.
All right. So your companions arrive.
We're back.
We're back. Good news. Grog Sweet talked them into giving us an airship for free.
Oh shit, Grog.
Grog did the whole thing.
Wait, what?
How did you do it?
Well, it's a very intricate and detailed process that
threaten them with
involves a lot of
Violence?
You know what? It would be all over your heads. So just say thank you.
Let's just say that he's
Thank
a good
you.
reader of body
Did
language.
you really?
We got an airship for free.
Who's excited now?
I'm very excited. That's the
This
best
Did you
guy.
thing
steal
I've
it?
done
Tell me
all
you
day.
didn't do anything.
We did nothing illegal. And to sweeten the deal, Captain Damon will be our Damon pilot.
That Captain Damon.
Oh, Damon.
Oh.
Did you tell him we were the ones with the wyverns? Because that's what I would have told him. Had I been there, theoretically.
That thought popped right into my head.
Really? Okay.
And on the way back,
Maybe like kinetic or something.
Right?
I
Yeah.
won back the 50 gold I lost on the soccer.
You did?
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
You went in?
So I'm gonna leave Marquette totally evens.
That's great.
Oh, that's amazing.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I wish I could say that.
Oh, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Still back 1,000, this guy. Unstoppable me.
And we can leave whenever we're ready.
Oh yeah, let's
Oh,
pack our bags.
right now.
Oh wait, no, we still have to
Oh,
decurse the
enchantment.
thing.
Right, we're waiting on that. That's why we're fucking.
You guys go back down to the main area.
So many things.
So many things.
All right. So
Should we bring the weapon down?
That
then?
seems like a bad idea.
Once they're here.
Okay.
Actually, yes. Why not? Let's
It
just
hasn't,
not
it hasn't messed with us.
Yay, then
to this
Trinket's
point.
with us again.
yes. All right. So you guys head back down to the main thoroughfare or the main area of the tavern.
Yeah.
There you see the same folks are there. You see Treva's there, and you see what appears to be a kind of shifty-looking guy, with kind of a rather pointed nose, very shallow features, and he just kind of like hands are together. He has like a satchel over his shoulder, these kind of long, plain-looking robes, and his thinning, short, dark hair is like slicked against his skull. He has this kind of thin, kind of mustache goatee right there, and he's kind of sitting at the edge of the bar talking to Treve.
So he looks totally trustworthy.
Totally trustworthy. As soon as you guys walk downstairs, he goes,
that picture of you on the carousel.
basically, yes, but with a shorter, sleek hair.
I'm glad that's a thing again. I was really.
I don't know how to take that, actually. Based on how I just described the NPC.
It's more the grimace.
Thousands of Twitch viewers Googling like mad.
Noted.
Whoops,
all right.
and then back to die.
Disadvantage for the rest of the episode. No, he goes, oh, and here they are, the ones who hired your help. Folks, I'd like to introduce you to Kaim. He's one of our fine allies in the Omnivore Library here in the city, and I believe he can take care of your little problem. So, talk. And the guy kind of spins around on the stool at the edge of the bar. Goes, okay, so I've been told that you require some sort of disenchantment type thing. Mm-hmm. Who am I talking to here? There's a lot of you. You. Okay, come.
All right. I have an object that I... Okay, I have an object. It's hard to talk to that face.
The type you might want to try selling him some of that Fusaka.
I have an object that I own that someone is tracking me with. They're aware of my whereabouts. They've put some kind of enchantment on it. I was wondering if I could transfer that enchantment to another object and send it in a different direction so that they don't know that we're following them.
That's possible, yes.
I would even be willing, if possible, to remove part of the object that I currently own and then replace it with something else if necessary.
Depending on the strength of the enchantment, I can take anywhere within the next few weeks.
Can I get you a drink? Are you all right? Do you?
Why? Why do you ask?
Can I insight check him?
Make an insight check, yeah.
Yay. I just make a sort of a physiological check of his mouth shape. His jaw seems... Oh, new Matt character.
I know.
19.
19.
Oh! You know, at shop.geekandsundry.com, there's a lot of new items up for sale.
That's true.
There's like the mug.
There's the mug. There's
have that
rings,
model airship
patches.
yet?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
The model airship?
The model airship.
Come
it's life size. Nail wraps by Espionage Cosmetics, only $12.
Oh.
And don't forget, 1 week left on pre-orders for those silicone bracelets and the enamel pins, guys.
Alrighty.
Black Blaze.
So I'm gonna show him the gun, and I'm gonna say, "What do you think?" And I'm gonna show him where the enchantment
You're
is.
showing him the gun. We just said don't show people the gun.
We need to remove the enchantment from it. If we can remove the enchantment, if it takes a long time to transfer, maybe you can keep transferring it after we've left? Is that a thing?
I can get rid of the enchantment, but it's gone. Transfer, that's a time. It's a taking process. It's much more expensive than what I was promised as part of this contract.
The contract was...
Treve was leaning back and was like, I just brought you here to talk with him.
We just want to know our options, sir. And time is sadly of the essence. What do you know? What can you tell us about this?
Strange construction.
Yes.
Ah, I see what you're talking about.
He starts glancing. Shut up! Glancing at the bottom of retort.
This is a variation on a scrying enchantment with a hint of what appears to be a message type base. It's audio only, not visual.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Can they track where we are?
They cannot track location, but this is a joint enchantment. There are two pieces to this, and it would appear that wherever the receiving end is, they can probably hear everything around it.
Guys, this could be a gift. Think of the
She's hearing this right now.
If she's listening.
No.
Oh, I'm sure whoever has the other side of this enchantment is now well aware of everything we've just discussed.
For a second.
Great.
Maybe we should take it out of the room.
No.
Who has the other side of this enchantment, by the way? And he suddenly looks extremely nervous. And beads of sweat start shooting up on his forehead. He's like,
I'll tell you what. You do the work quickly, you do the work well, and you follow a few other instructions of ours, and I will not say her name out loud right now.
It's
How
not
does that
worthy
sound
of
to
saying
you?
out loud.
What do you want? Disenchantment, transference, tell me.
Not anymore. We just want the enchantment destroyed. But, and I will not say her name, so that she will know that you do not know who she is.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
For
What
your
is he
own
saying?
protection.
What is he saying?
This is me giving you a deal, good sir. This is me showing you respect. And you, if you can hear me, and I get the sneaking suspicion you can, I'm not ignoring you anymore.
Wait. Before you do, a quick word. Is there a way to reverse the direction?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Reaches into a little pouch and pokes on the side. Takes a couple things, kind of crushes them. Sprinkles them on. Looks about. It's done. It's gone. Here.
What? Really? Can I check it?
Yeah.
Scanlan, help me check
That
this.
fast?
All right.
You are very powerful, you.
What do we do
I make an Arcana check.
Scanlan, help.
Yeah, I got a natural 1, sister.
Oh boy. 16.
Okay. As you're staring at it, you watch as the Ripley signature is kind of very, very small, put in the bottom of the piece of white stone, begins to glow. Suddenly goes, by the way, it takes a moment. Put your face away, please. And as you pull it back, it just flashes, and then goes dark again.
And now it's done.
Okay, now look at it again. What's it look like?
Looks the same.
What do you mean it looks the same?
Meaning, like the signature's still there, the stone's still there, but that slight essence of slight enchantment that was there before is gone.
You wouldn't happen to know where to get some construction materials on very quick notice.
No.
You wouldn't be able to identify something for me.
Oh yes, go ahead, do that.
You just seem so smart.
This was not part of the agreement.
Darling, you're already here. Please.
And we didn't say your name.
Make a perception check.
We didn't say your name.
Money to.
I don't know what I got. I will pay you.
How much?
How much do you want?
Speck a tree. Tree goes.
Just to identify something, that's all, dear.
Something simple.
100 gold, please.
Gold. Darling, it seemed effortless for you to do that before.
I have
Is it
a shop
hard?
to get back to. I'm sorry, I can't be here any longer.
Fine.
And he gets up from the stool.
Shit! Fine, 100 gold, whatever. I just want to know, can you just look at this, please? It's a tea set. It's gold. Isn't it beautiful?
Takes it from you, and his hands are kind of clammy as he pulls it out of your grasp. And he kind of looks over the tea set, and it's kind of like ding ding in his hand. He doesn't really know what to do with it, and he kind of places it on the side. And okay. I mean, it's like breathing heavily into it. It's like fogging the side of the metallic tea set. You can see the sweat kind of dripping off of his nose. He's still very nervous about this whole endeavor. Wants to get out of here as soon as possible.
All right, this is a tea set of envenoming. Whenever you produce some sort of a liquid imbibement within the tea set, it's guaranteed to be a bad day for whoever drinks from it.
It's so good we didn't drink from it that one time.
Does the liquid hold its potency, or is it just within the
For a
tea set?
day.
Good to know.
Lovely.
Excellent.
Will someone die?
I'm not a master of poisons. I just know that it poisons.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. He takes it and holds it and is like, 100 gold.
Of course, dear.
Thank you. And as soon as he gets it, he lets go of it, puts it in his pouch, and good day.
Treef. Careful next time.
And he darts off outside, bursting through the door into the alley. And Treef says, "Wah!"
I was imagining the FBI agent from the Frighteners. I was having like a lot of that. Yeah.
I was imagining the Creek music video from Lonely Island.
Kinda. Yeah, actually. Treef was like,
Now that was fun to watch.
That guy was weird.
He's a weird one.
Yeah. But
I knew he'd do the job, but honestly, I kind of like watching him twitch.
Thank you. That was very helpful. That was very helpful.
So
they don't know that we're coming because they don't know that how we're going or why, because we have spoken all of that outside of the range of that device. They don't
true,
know
the gun
any of
was
that.
in the other room.
All they know is that we found the enchantment and killed it.
Should we melt it just in case?
No. There'll be no more melting of my property for a little while yet. I have a bit of a quick shopping list before we head out of town. I was wondering if it would be possible just to gather some quick supplies if some of your people knew where to get simple construction
And potions
materials
of healing.
quickly today.
Potion, just head to the Suncut Bazaar. I'm sure you could find a few folks.
Oh, right, the bazaar.
We usually get ours from, he starts looking through a list. He goes, let's see, there's,
Are we staying here for the night before heading out?
No.
Or we're sleeping on the ship?
there's Fasad,
That is
there's
exciting.
Saba. Those are the two I know at least.
Saba and what?
Love sleeping on planes.
Usa and Nisaba.
And they'll give a good deal?
Perhaps. You ask him nicely.
I need lumber, I need steel, I need lead, and a couple other things. Very simple.
I'll come
Just
back
some
to this,
materials.
but also,
I'll show you what I'm building, and I'll
apologies,
have you
things are
fix.
slow today. I think I'm gonna call it tonight, only because there's a lot of very boring legwork I have to do before I can actually make anything entertaining. But I promise to record all of the process so you can see it. I just don't want to waste your time doing very monotonous, boring things. So I'm probably gonna keep going, but I gotta feed him, and it takes a minute. Yes, I know. And honestly, guys, I'm tired. I usually go for at least like 8 hours. Okay, no, not 8 hours. I usually go for at least like 4 or 5. It's been since 3. I don't want to stop working, but I also don't have the energy to be entertaining anymore. So I'm gonna go. So I just want to say thank you for popping in. If you had any time in here today, if you liked anything you saw, oh, I'm sorry, that's not at all what you're looking at. We did make some lines happen. I spent all of my brain power coding this. Isn't that cool? Very fun. But more to happen, I guess, soon. The opening is the last leg of things we need to do, and then I can finally feel confident saying we are done with all of the major assets and we can start just making content. And these streams are going to be part of that content. So anyway, I'm going to stop sliding away from the issue and feed my son before he starts stripping the house apart. But anyway, thank you so much, lovelies, and as always, PLD, keep playing, keep loving, and keep dreaming. And as always, guys, I am here every Sunday at 3 p.m., differing on what time we finish, but I also do workouts every Wednesday currently. Very soon, though, I plan to change that to Friday. So every Friday, I'll be working out with my cats, and we'll be hanging out on YouTube at Crystal Dance. You can scroll up in the chat to see it. But again, it's the same as my Instagram. If you want to find it, you'll find it. Go to my Instagram and find my dance Instagram, which is partnered there in the description, all of that stuff. If you want to find it, you will find it. So anyway, thanks so much, you guys, and I'll catch you next time. Love you. Good night for now.